Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
High Rollers time.
Hi.
Hi. It's me, your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. I'm joined this week by... Rhiannon and Kim.
Hello.
And then on the other side...
I had no idea it was me. That was weird.
Tom and Katie.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, hi.
We're down
Hello, hi.
a crisp trot this week, but he will return shortly.
Yes.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Mid-episode?
What?
What?
It just means that you get Mark's Rowan,
Hello.
which
Hello.
is fantastic. So
Yeah.
That's me, Rowan. I love crying and emotions.
Kenny, he's in the room.
Master of many voices. A couple of quick things before we start today's episode. What do these peep? What do peep? As I gaze upon thine merch store.
Please tell me what you am,
What
Pete.
does Ham peep?
I am peep a new shirt.
No, you are not.
Has I peeped?
And mayhaps I shall twimst myself around and see that it be a shirt for those of a certain spooky persuasion. Doth thou bat for the bone lord? Because you can now get our limited availability bat for the Bone Lord baseball tee.
That's
Say
right.
that 5 times quick.
Bat for the Bone Lord baseball tee. Bat for the Bone Lord baseball tee.
Yeah.
Easy.
Three.
You know.
Did try.
If you do it 3
Anyway.
times, you summon it.
Exactly.
Summon him.
You summon the Bone Lord. But yes, we Rhiannon put together a lovely Bat for the Bone Lord T-shirt.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. It is going to be available for a limited time. So if you want to get
There
it, you have to get it
is.
now. Here it is.
It actually, it has the...
It has the
so
skull.
Bree
skull.
is never going to toot her own horn for this. It actually has that skull
The
that we
lino
created
part, the
from the
lino.
pamphlet, the lino skull. So go back to the T-shirt, Sam. Sam.
This one.
Sam.
This
Sam.
This one.
See, it's the same. It's the same.
It's the same
So you can
one.
wear Ree's art on your art.
That's a redesigned
Nice,
shirt right there.
lovely black, lovely long sleeve baseball tee style shirt. So you too can bat for the Bone Lord.
That's right.
The one true God is
Also available are a number of, because we're getting to warmer weather, if you would like a tank top
Yep.
with the normal High Rollers merch designs on there, we also have new tank tops available
There's a
on the
couple
merch
of
store.
tank tops. There's the woodblock design and also the design that is on the back of one of our hoodies, which just looks really cool. And
really cool.
they're available in both women's and unisex tank tops for you.
Cool.
Get ready for the cool.
Cool.
It is cool.
Get
You're
guns
cool
out.
down.
Get those guns out.
Yes, we want to see people with big arms in our tank tops.
D&D people really famous for that.
Yeah. These days, actually, Kim, I will say that there is a large crossover between the fitness world and the D&D world.
Really is.
Yeah. Take a look at this side of the table.
Yeah, I'm
Well, all right, don't look over there.
Deadlift and
This side, other side of the table, and Katie's got a little bit, but more the other side of the
I'm
table.
strong.
You're strong. You're stronger than Tom.
I'm ripped as
Yeah, I
shit,
know.
dude.
We've actually done. I think we did a photo back in the day for the Ayla shirt, and I picked up the hammer, the Doom hammer, in the Yogg's office, and Tom couldn't put it on
even
his
lift it.
shoulder.
Yeah, I could.
You couldn't.
You're a tiny little weak boy. Anyway,
It's all brain, baby.
so go check out the merch store. We
All the
do
balls.
regularly update it with bits and pieces. And also, one thing I'm going to mention, actually, because I've seen it, people, if you do have a problem with your order, obviously go to T-Mill, go to the merch provider. We can't help you with that. But if you contact T-Mill, they will get it all sorted for you. They've actually been a really good partner for us to work with.
Yes.
So if you do have an issue, because I have seen a few people, sometimes their deliveries get messed up or the order gets messed up, please contact T-Mill. I'm sure they'll sort it
Yeah,
out.
it's sometimes also the post.
Yes.
Because the post sucks.
Yeah,
let's be
sometimes
honest.
Nothing about
sometimes
that.
posts stink.
Yeah.
Stinky post. But that's it. That is some new merch. Go and check that out.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't think I've got anything else to mention this week.
Nah.
Nah.
Done. I'm out.
Nah, bruv.
Nah.
All right. Well, in that case, roll that video and let's
Intro.
start today's episode.
Intro.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Last time, our heroes were in quite a confrontation with Lord Obsidius Ignarum of Host Ignarum in Caldra. A very close and tense encounter regarding Xanthius Oregon and the developments of the Crown Steel and the now revealed to be possession by an aspect of, or perhaps even the very essence of the divine being known as Sovereign. The party managed, just barely, to talk Obsidius out of taking any immediate and destructive actions against Xanthius, and instead convinced him to help investigate the problem and to resolve it and to help Xanthius in the future. Obsidius then teleported you all to go and speak with his old mentor, a bronze dragon, an ancient bronze dragon called Scaratalos, who resides in the Suncrest Isles. You were teleported out to Scaratalos's tower, out on the very far edges of the Suncrest Isles, surrounded by the open waters. Inside, you met with the ancient bronze dragon, who informed you that there possibly was a way to block Sovereign's influence onto Xanthius by forging a new spell and imbuing it into some sort of token or object that could be worn. This would require, however, one planar essence for each of the 7 planar realms. You may already have some of these in your possession, but others will need to be acquired. Scaratalos also briefly spoke on the nature of this possession, commenting that high purity crown steel may lead to other beings also being possessed or controlled by these vestiges of Sovereign. That is where we pretty much ended things last time.
Can we make a list of the planar essences that we need? So we've got celestial, demonic, elemental.
Let me bring up my notes from last week, where I wrote them. I wrote it down in a list because my brain. Whilst I get to this, why don't you all roll a d6 for me?
Okay.
Good check.
Get Phaeton.
3.
Fate has not been on my side for the last month or so. It's been on yours though.
Only if I use my Lord of the Rings ring dice.
What are we talking about here,
dice.
people?
3.
A 3. That's a dice for me.
Deuce.
Another one for me.
A 2.
Another one for me.
A 6.
Yay! A dice for you.
It's not.
And
But-
I'll show it to Katie
might-
this week. A 4. A dice for you.
okay.
Lovely.
Sans trotty today.
We are sans trot, so only 5
3
in play.
and 2.
3 and 2. The total list is you will need a planar essence from the Feywield, aka the Feywild. I'll use D&D terms for those of you at home who don't know my homebrew versions.
Okie doke.
The Lucent Peaks, aka the Celestial Realms.
Oh, okay.
The Twin Pits, aka Hell, demons and devils,
So the demonic, yeah.
demonic. The Primal Isles, which are elemental. The Greylands, undead. The Precept Coil, which is actually lore and constructs. And the Howling Sea, aka Chaos, aka Pandemonium.
Well, that one's going to be easy to get.
What was the previous one? The
Precept Coil.
precept.
Law and constructs.
And then Pandemonium was the last one?
It's called the Howling Sea in Altheya, but yes, it is Pandemonium, basically. The realm of chaos. So you'll see that, Precept Coil and the Howling Sea are sort of the opposites. I believe that you've been shown, when you were dealing with the Lamplighters, you saw a sort of rudimentary diagram of how the planes are represented. And the idea is that you basically have the Howling Sea kind of surrounds everything. The Precept Coil is like a line. It's basically an impossibly long, tall tower that is almost like a ring world, like everything's on the inside of it.
Oh, sick.
The Greylands are opposite the Feywield, so life and death, basically. The the Primal Isles involve the 4 elements and sort of create like a sea around everything. And then the Lucent Peaks and the Twin Pits are also opposites. So you have good and evil, life and death, law and chaos, and then chaos, and then the elements, which are neutral.
Fab.
Nice.
List.
You have a
Good
list. Yes.
And the Feywield is just Fey, right? Like if we're saying celestial, demonic, elemental, undead, constructs, pandemonium.
Yeah, the Feywild is the Feywild, so it is Fey, but it's also life, like, same in the way that Greylands are undead, but it's also death.
Yeah. But we have got a demonic essence in Ashen Rest at the moment in the
Maybe.
Gauntlet. Potentially.
Maybe a fruity gauntlet.
That would be,
Oh, sorry.
no, that's the Primal Isles. That's a planar essence of
Elemental.
that's a fire
Sorry,
element.
that was elemental, yes.
Yes.
And we've got Lucent Peaks.
With a Shard of Luxin, yes.
Which we need to...
Forge into something. It can't be used in its raw form. It's like hardened, it's like a resin of essence. It needs to be broken down and unlocked, basically.
Yeah, and we've got all of Altheya that we can smush down for the undead one.
I'd rather you didn't.
We've got Percival's Heart.
No.
So one thing I want to make clear is not to get confused with just because something is magical doesn't mean it's a planar essence.
Right,
so the
okay,
heart,
yeah,
for
yeah.
example, is not a planar essence. It is a necrotic item.
Shame.
But it was formed here on the material plane. It is from the material plane. Same way that like the Feywield herbs that you picked up, they're not a planar essence. They're like an actual thing. An essence is like a very unique magical thing. So the Ifriti Gauntlet it has magic infused into it, which is why, and that's really, the gauntlet is holding the essence.
Right, yes.
The essence is actually contained within. Same with Luxin, it is hardened essence. It is essence that is crystallized.
Which is why the bar of Fellite from Diablos doesn't.
Also doesn't work
Doesn't
because
work.
it is
It's not
like
magic,
it's a
it's
raw
just-
material that's like then
Yeah.
worked into something.
It's not magic. To find a forge that can do these methods.
Or a particularly lovely person that everyone loves to see who sent us a postcard.
The
true.
the Luxon shards can't be. Nobody in this realm will be able to work them. It'll be making a deal, or something.
There's got to be
Or finding somebody.
someone.
Maybe.
I mean, it's
maybe inside
either
time.
it's probably Mark
How you find
mentioned
those.
it's either that or like Kilscaris.
You know who probably could? Sovereign.
Oh, just call them up.
Yeah. Just touch the crown steel, he'll be out in a jiffy.
Insidious. All right.
So the other thing that I would say, one thing that I maybe didn't discuss in the latter part of last episode is Scaratalos would probably have said something about the nature of this development,
Okay.
and would have probably. Well, in fact, actually, I think what they would do is before you leave, Scaratalos will look to you, Xanthius. Young Master Xanthius, this ancient bronze dragon, big sort of catfish whiskers, frilled sort of like trail down their arms and their back. But also, they, as I mentioned, their horns are almost like an arch over their head, and there's a glowing rune in the middle, and it almost rains smaller runes down, almost like falling down around their head.
Yes, Second Magister of the Academy Scaratalos.
You may refer to me as Lord Scaratalos.
Lord Scaratalos it is.
I would like some of your blood.
Ophelia's like, I ask for that all the time, and he doesn't give me.
Forgive me, 2 questions. How much? And are you sure it's I'm sure you're sure it's safe.
Are you concerned about something in particular?
I'm concerned about the I guess the content of my blood, I suppose.
Ah, you worry about your corruption, your mutation, as I see it.
Yes.
This blood will be stored in a container. There are methods of storing crown steel which prevent its mutative and warping presence. Your runic magic is keeping the shard in your chest, preventing it from affecting others. You are aware of these?
I am aware, yes.
There are materials. Strong lead-lined containers can prevent weaker crown steel influence. It would not do much against a piece as pure as the one you carry, but against your blood it will be more than enough.
Okay.
But as to the purpose, it would be to enable myself and young Master Obsidius to keep an eye on you.
Okay. It's just for all the swords and pointy things we go up against, I'm quite afraid of needles.
Well, we could use a blade if that suits you better.
I can help.
Ophelia, you're quite good at, what's the term?
Bloodletting.
Bloodletting?
Tanner, please bring forth the container of young Master Obsidius's blood, if you wouldn't mind. And the little kobold, she runs off.
I do have the natural apparatus for such a job.
You don't want to drink it, we already discussed
I won't drink
this.
it, I won't drink it. I'll just create the pinpricks and then...
Would you be able to resist, though? Being that close.
Very true.
I have seen your eyes light up.
Maybe
Or
it's best
darken, I
keep the
suppose.
mouth away. Maybe I use veracity instead. If you trust me to do so.
Doesn't that sword of yours also drink
Yes.
blood?
If I command it to, it will drink blood, yes, but I don't have to command it to do the drinking of the blood.
Maybe we just use the needle. Just a normal way.
I'm just going to close my eyes and just hold an arm out.
Obsidius will step forth as Tanner procures it, as you're having this argument. It's like, enough debating. We'll just grab your arm, Xanthius, and with a claw...
We'll just do that.
And it's deep enough to like cause a good amount of blood to come out, and you maybe feel yourself go a little lightheaded before he then just sears it with a sort of smouldering. You're a gold dragonborn, so resistant to fire, enough to kind of seal the wound with a bit of heat.
God. Tom hates this. Okay.
But as you drip into this container that you can see has like a sort of metallic grey metal workings, which you imagine is lead, but there is like a small portion of glass to look through.
Do I see anything like in Xanthius's blood? Like, can I spot any?
Oh god, yeah, give me a perception check. Yeah. Yeah.
Blood of a killer Bella.
10. It's certainly there's a vibrancy to the colour that seems unnaturally high. Like the red is dark red, but it's saturated in it in a sort of way. You don't notice anything else with a 10 though, but you watch as this thing is filled up, and you actually see there'd probably be enough to fill 2. And Tanner gives one to Obsidius and then takes one back over to Lord Scaratalos, and he sort of picks it up in his tiny claws, and then you see he would hand it back to Tanner and be like, "Would you place that with my the rest of my devices for scrying, Tanner?" And she'll head off with it.
And he gave some to Obsidius. Interesting.
Now, one thing before we depart that we should discuss is this reaction that I've borne witness to. It seems that Sovereign only interferes when the crown steel is affected directly. There should be no concern for young Master Xanthius is being harmed. I take it from your accoutrement that you are the adventuring sort, at least a little. So there's nothing to fear too much if young Master Xanthius is injured or harmed. I'm not certain, however, what will happen should young Master Xanthius is soul depart from his body.
That's what I was wondering as well.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
It is possible that nothing will occur. It depends on Sovereign's connection, the strength of it. This is something I will begin to study, thanks to the blood and my own observations. I will begin to plumb the depths of the arcane weave to see what I can learn. But there is also the possibility that should Master Xanthius depart this mortal world, well, something will fill the gap.
Oh, that's a horrible thought.
Now, let me be clear on something. The power that Sovereign could invest into young Master Xanthius is perhaps not as significant as you may fear. He will become powerful, yes. In fact, you have seen this power, able to destroy this creature that young Miss Thistleheart showed me with the vision. Yes, the one in the vault. But from my observation, I don't believe that power was so great as to be some grand apocalypse, or it would have harmed, perhaps, somewhat a powerful dragon like young Master Obsidius. It would have hurt him, certainly, but destroyed outright, I'm not so sure. Whatever this creature you fought in the vault was, I do not think it to be more powerful than an adult dragon. Certainly rather less, I imagine. Especially one who is as magically inclined as young Master Obsidius, or even myself. I can't say that I would be tempted to find out how powerful it is. But I'm confident that would the worst happen, I could deal with it.
Okay, so... Cool, okay, good, yep. Okay, don't let me die. Don't let me die.
I would advise against it. But should it happen, do not think that you have ushered in some divine power that cannot be stopped. It would be better for you to come and fetch myself, or perhaps inform another greater power to come and deal with it, but it would be dealable with.
You mentioned monarchs before.
Oh, a term that I have just invented, I must admit.
Those that are possessing higher purity crown steel, and obviously at threat of communication from Sovereign themselves, but are they aware of each other?
Are you?
I mean, I don't think I've encountered any yet, but I can't imagine they're particularly common.
No, this level of crown steel purity is... the piece you carry is exceptional. Very high grade, very valuable, worth tens of thousands of gold. The sort of thing that people would greatly desire to find for themselves. I imagine anyone carrying... But do not remember, crown steel falls from the crown. It arrives in Crownfall. It has been documented for wild beasts even to eat or to touch, to be embedded with shards of crown steel. It is not beyond the imaginings to imagine one being embedded with high-grade crown steel.
I see.
A monarch, think of monarch as a sort of title one can give to a creature or a being, one who is then taken over by Sovereign's will.
Okay.
Whether or not they can communicate with one another, or you can sense their presence, you will need to inform me, young Master Xanthius. This is as new to me as it is to you. I would recommend that we contact individuals or organizations that are dedicated to the protection of the Empire and inform them of this development. No names need to be mentioned for now, but I think it would be ill-advised for us not to forewarn the rest of the Empire of this potential threat. I know that the Church, in particular, is wary of crown steel and many other such things. I have enough good graces and earned favors over my many years that I think I could broach the subject without tipping my hand.
I see. Okay, that's a good idea.
And besides, if our experimentation on a blocking spell works, that would be very valuable to the Empire.
You also mentioned the watchtower.
Oh, yes.
You obviously disbanded now, but would any of their teachings or literature or anything still reside anywhere in the Empire?
If it did, it would have been in Kelskaris within their headquarters, but I believe that was within Mother's palace.
You see, like, he kind of gets this wistful, quite sad look.
Gone now, it seems. But I do not know, perhaps there were surviving members or agents of Watchtower, but they would no longer be supported by the government, and the sort of operations that I was aware of them conducting would require vast amounts of financial and military support.
I see.
I think we're open to exploring any avenues we can at this point, right? So
Yes.
we'll take any options we can.
I fear that an organization like Watchtower, if they do not want you to know that they are still operating, you won't. But if they do, well, perhaps you will have a visitor of some kind in the future.
Hopefully. Okay. Lots of information there. Thank you very much.
Let me be clear. I have taken myself out of the Empire and out of the world. My years are dwindling. I fear that this perhaps will be my last great investigation. I will be keeping a very close eye on you, young Master Xanthias, as I'm sure young Master Obsidius will as well. I am wary. Do not mistake my calm demeanor for a lax vigilance. You could possess a great danger to the world, to these fine people around you. But you have come to me with young Master Obsidius. You seem to show concern. That is good. Be vigilant. Sovereign will likely try to tempt you. If you represent a potential for them to regain some of their power, perhaps even to break free of their prison, they will do everything and anything to do so.
Understood. Well, hopefully you'll be able to see that we are trying to do everything we can to solve this problem.
We will see.
But first, let's go to the beach.
Be wary. Not just the Sovereign's influence on Master Xanthias, young Master Xanthias, but there are those out there who believe that Sovereign should return. They may come seeking.
You hear Obsidius like, yes, master, my mentor Scaratalis, Magister, we have encountered, I forget that Obsidius has a bit more of a sort of dark husk. There were a group near Caldra. They called themselves the Reclaimers, I believe.
That's right.
They seem to worship Galdvasar, and by extension, I imagine Sovereign as well. Some of their number escaped with pieces of crown steel. We do not know where they have gone, but I imagine if there will be other groups like them, I imagine. And we know that at least one draconic host has an interest in acquiring crown steel. I will be keeping a very close eye on Gildai.
Oh, watch yourself, young Master Obsidius. Tension between Gildai and the rest of the Empire will always be difficult and kept high from the Oriat insurrection. There are many gold dragons who would be horrified to learn of this. They have worked very hard to undo the damage that Galdvasar did. And bronze dragons are not much better. Many of us joined Galdvasar. This is a dangerous situation. Be careful.
I will. As I'm sure these young adventurers and heroes will as well.
Very well. Then, where shall I send you, You wish to return back to Caldra or somewhere else?
Where do you need to go, Gruff?
I just told the Suncrest Isles. Hold on a minute. I literally had my finger on the notes.
I don't think I gave you a name. I can retroactively give you a name.
Yeah, it just said the Suncrest. Yeah, oh wait, no, sorry. One in Wavemeet.
Yeah, Wavemeet,
Suncrest,
yeah.
Suncrest Isles.
Yeah. I think like Nora Kell would have given you the names. I think I just didn't give you the names at the time because I didn't know them yet. But I can give you the name now if
Show
you like.
up in town, just I'm a knight
Looking for
knight
knights.
around.
Not a
One
knight
night.
yet.
I'm a knight
Knight
errant.
errant.
Knight errant looking for a knight to connect.
Misconnection.
Misconnection.
Did I see you in the square?
Yeah, I can give you a name if you want.
Yes, please.
So Dame Nora Kell would have told you that the name of the next night, or the night in Wavemeet for you to go and meet, is Sir Joran Harper. So Joran Harper. Joran Harper, also known as the Barnacle Knight.
Okay.
I love him. He's precious.
Well, maybe he's not precious. You haven't met him yet.
Very cool.
But it's like his nickname, kind of like Sir Davos in Game of Thrones being the Onion Knight.
Right.
This is the Barnacle Knight. He is known as the Barnacle Knight.
Cool.
Crusty, itchy.
Joran.
It's a good scrape.
Us hanging around at the bottom of the boat.
Yes! I'm in my prime! Just munching on his boat of wood!
Awesome. What a name.
Yeah, but there you go. So that is the name of the night. You don't know where, you just know that they're in
Love it.
Wavemeet.
I love it. That's great.
I don't know how everyone else feels, but while we're in the area, I was assigned a task to meet with a Sir Joran Harper in Wavemeet to get my next quest. But I understand, Xanthias, this is quite urgent, so I don't know.
Well, we still need to come up with a plan of where we're going to go to find these things anyway. So maybe we do know that the certain green charlatan.
Charlatan!
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
present there. So maybe that's a good place to go anyway.
If we want to speak to that person again, they always seem to find a way to trick us.
I
But
don't really want to meet them, but same area and quest. Nice quest.
Exactly.
And actually, yes, as much as I will, forgive me, Saints and Scions, maybe speaking to that green little grifter will actually help us with Xanthias's case and acquiring some of these essences.
maybe, possibly, but also Scaratala said that they can only teleport us a short distance anyway, so
I don't remember saying that.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that. He
My teleportation magics are quite grand, I assure you, young Master
send us
Xanthias.
anywhere.
I'm like
Anywhere.
75% sure.
No.
Well, the more of the Empire.
Memorized most of the teleportation circles across the Empire, I assure you.
Obsidius said that he's used all of his teleportation for the day, but he can send us anywhere.
Do you see the problem we have with the youngsters? They just don't listen these days.
Oh, the young
I listened, Gruff.
You,
Gruff, I listened.
You too.
yes, I forget that you are considered old for your kind, aren't you?
Apparently, yes.
Young to me.
I don't feel so old. People think we're old, useless now, but
Really wish we had can we hire someone just to sit here who's just going through the VOD just to vilify me? Vilify? Wrong word.
Verify, vindicate.
vindicate.
They would also vilify that as well. That's the wrong word again. Anyway,
He didn't say
He
sure.
didn't say that.
He didn't say sure.
We'll go to Wavemeet, Gruff.
I mean, I know what spells he can cast.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
He's a big fucking dragon. He can do what he wants.
that's why I remembered it, because it was that's odd. Why can't you just teleport us everywhere? Anyway, we're going to Wavemeet. Is it Wavemeet or Wavesmeet?
Wave meet.
Is it Ashen Rest or
Singular wave.
Ashen's Rest?
Singular wave.
Okay.
Ash and
It's
rest.
just the one wave.
It's just the one ash.
Wave.
Yeah.
Just the one,
It's
actually.
huge.
Yeah.
You will see Obsidius will say, I will, if you are intending to head to Wavemeet, I will accompany you there, and then I will go about my own business. But, Xanthias, there may not be a tracking spell, but Lord Scaratalis and I will be keeping an eye on you.
Understood.
And I ask you, keep me informed. As Lord Scaratalis said, this is not some joking matter. This is
very serious, important thing. And from what you have told me, it reaches far beyond you and I. There is a greater threat. If there is someone responsible, we need to get you protected first. Then we can take action.
If you find anything about the Howling Sea or the Precept Coil, that I don't know about those so much, but
I am going to ask you to take care of responsibility of this. My attention needs to be diverted to these reclaimers and to Gildai. There is a lot I need to keep an eye on, Daisy. I'm sorry. But
Okay.
I trust all of you. You have proven yourselves. You saved Ashen Rest from the Lamplighters. You've encountered planar creatures before.
Your
Just
trust
the
is
one
greatly,
Just
greatly
one.
appreciated in this time, Lord Obsidius.
Thank you, Sister Ophelia. But I must leave Xanthias' fate in your hands for now.
Of course.
I will turn my attention elsewhere, see if I can track down these reclaimers, see if I can track down the greater conspiracy at work. Till then, be careful.
I will, Lord Obsidius.
Nods his head, and Scaratos will to Wavemeet then. Do give my best to the Duchess. And just sort of points his talons in your direction as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, do we need to hold hands?
You don't need to. So when Obsidius teleported you, Daisy, it was quite horrifying for you because you became this kind of like...
Trauma manifest.
I think
You became fire and smoke and launched off.
automatically Daisy's gonna close her eyes.
This time, there is no fire. You feel yourselves become glittering sand. In a similar kind of motion as you're kind of sent through the window, through the wall. Like no physical barrier seems to stop you.
You can't say the window to the wall. No.
What?
Sorry. Rhiannon, you got it, didn't you? Yeah.
I don't get that.
We go
The song.
from
Oh,
the
okay.
window to the wall.
You go. No barrier physically stops you as you
My sister.
sort of flow on the wind as this kind of glittering sand spiraling and twisting, moving across the sea rapidly. You pass several big chains of isles, like, island chains, as you hurtle towards, and you can see on the horizon rushing towards you, the southern coast of Ilmera. You can even maybe still see in the very distance some of the glowing, fiery volcanoes of Cauldra far, far in the distance. But before you comes this beautiful, glittering coast. Sandy beaches, russet-colored cliffs, and a beautiful aquamarine bays surround this southern coast. As the glittering spirals of sand that you become launch themselves, probably landing. Where would the teleportation circle be? Yes, it would be there. As you find yourselves hurtling down across a kind of a beached, I would say small city, large town, kind of similar to Ashen Rest in size. There is a beachfront within a sort of seawall, and then the rest of the town is built onto beyond the seawall. You flow in past a lighthouse down into a magnificently enchanted building. You can actually see like runes hovering around giant crystals. You can see students in robes coming and going into the door as you fly inside, passing through the walls, as you arrive into a brilliantly lit chamber, almost strings of crystal beads kind of flowing down in like a curtain around a large indoor pavilion upon which is a glowing circle of runes similar to the one you saw in Obsidius' study, as you all just appear in a puff of light and sparkly magic, almost like a mini aurora flowing off all of you as you land. There is a startled kind of
From all of us.
from all of you, and also you can see
that there is a small halfling woman in these kind of sandy gold kind of, no, they'd be more like russet, like rusty, brassy colours, robes, and she's got like a little hat on, like a little scholar's cap, and she's reading like a magazine, basically, but she's like sat on like a little stool next to this pavilion, and you just hear her, oh my goodness, unauthorized teleportation, and she sort of starts like muttering and like goes to like pull on a big rope bell when Obsidius is like, please, there is no need for that. We apologize for the unscheduled arrival. And she turns around and obviously sees a dragon in humanoid form, like, oh, my lord, my draconic lord, I'm so sorry. We weren't expecting any visitors today. Yes, of course. Hello, everyone.
Hi, sorry. Hello. Teleportation always really throws my stomach upside down.
Oh, yes. It's quite an experience. Hello. Welcome to here.
Is here Wavemeet?
Oh, yes, of
okay.
course, yes, absolutely. Sorry, you're in the Copper Crescent Academy.
Copper Crescent Academy.
Yes. School of Magical Studies here in Wavemeet. I'm student liaison, Fiala Livia.
Fiala Academy.
Fiala Livia. Student liaison. FEALLALIVIA. You can see that she has very soft blue dyed hair.
Okay.
Tucked underneath her little scholar's cap. She's wearing these robes. You can see that she has like a wand like on her belt and things like that. She looks like a classic mage, like wizard.
Fiala, I'm sorry we startled you and interrupted your literature.
Yes, it's sort of my shift here on the circle. Normally we have arrival but it's fine. Unsanctioned teleportation. Would it be there is normally a fee for the teleportation? And Obsidius is just like, I will take care of that, please. The coffers of Vashon's Rest and my father Duke Ignarius will manage that. Please, you don't have to worry. Of course, your draconic master. Of course. I shouldn't leave here just in case there's another unscheduled arrival, but you're more than welcome. You can head out straight out into Wavemeet.
Oh, we are free to leave. Okay.
Yes. I mean, you're here with a dragon, so of course. I have to ask. I'm sorry. And she goes over and finds like a book, and she pulls out. It's like a very small, slender wand, but it inscribes with sort of glowing writing when she writes with it. I do need to take down your names and your purpose here in Wavemeet and in the Suncrest Isles. It's just very standard. I'm so sorry. It's just very standard business.
Must be stuck to.
Exactly. It's just to track who is coming in and who's going out and everything else. So yes, if I could just please take your names.
Hello, my name is Griffith of Tremoro.
Griffith
of Tremoro.
one word of Tremoro. Yes. Okay. Yes. Of course.
We're here to meet. Well, I'm here to meet Sir Joran Harper.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Good to know.
I don't suppose you'd know where he'd be.
I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry.
Right. Okay.
I mainly study here. I'm not actually from Wavemeet. I'm not from here. I'm from Viros, but I study here. So I don't know who that is.
That's fair. I don't know who he is either. I just need to meet
but
him.
you're. Oh right. Okay. Anyway, hello.
Hello, I am Sister Ophelia De La Rosa of the House of Blood.
House of Blood. Okay. All right. And are you here for the same reason, or?
Oh yes, we are all part of a team.
I see.
together.
You're all travelling together.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. And she goes round.
Daisy Thistleheart.
Daisy Thistleheart.
I'm here with Gruff to meet. He's doing he's a knight errant, you see, and he's doing quests.
Right, okay, that's good to know, and that makes a note, knight errant. And you, sir?
Xanthius Oregon. Same.
All right, okay. And Lord Obsidius Ignorum. Obsidius. Okay. And I'm Rowan. Hello.
Step forward.
Oh, I'm sorry we've arrived so suddenly. I hope that's not got you in trouble.
No, no trouble like looking up him. It's very good.
Continue having a conversation
No.
with yourself. No.
No.
What's your last name?
He doesn't have one.
I don't know.
Is he going to have a crisis?
There's Rowan.
And Rowan is locked in his own mind for the rest of the episode.
Correct. But yeah, she takes down sort of all your names and things like that. Normally there's 100 gold teleportation fee, but
Squeeze me.
Obsidious is
Per
just
person?
no.
Yeah,
like,
teleportation.
per teleportation.
Oh, how the other half
Mentioned-
live.
He's mentioned
No, well,
this before.
it's 100 GP like to arrive. If you want them to teleport you elsewhere, it's more money than that. But it's 100 GP. It's like a toll basically to use their teleportation. It's how they make money.
Those poor students.
But Fiala takes down all your information, and it's like, right, if you head out of these doors and you just turn to your left,
Yes.
you'll come out onto the Academy's sort of main hallway, and just at the end there's the entrance and exit into the place. Please don't go into any of the other rooms. It is an active school, so we have classes and lectures and things like that going on. But of course, yes, you're more than welcome to make your way out. Or if you wish to access the public library, we do have a public library here in the school as well. In the academy. Yes, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not really from Wavemeet, but I know a little bit. If you have any questions,
Do you know of anywhere we might be able to stay while we're here?
Yes. There's a number of inns. If you wish to stay there, I know of. Let's see. Up in Glittercliff, which is very expensive. It's a much richer area, but if you have the gold, it's probably the nicest place in Wavemeet. That's the Radiance Hotel. It's a sort of chain of hotels throughout Wavemeet. If you're not familiar, we have a branch here in Wavemeet up in Glittercliff. What else? There's the Amber Hand, which is on Topaz Street. Very comfortable. A lot of travellers tend to stay there. And then there's also the Sleeping Sun Inn. That's over by the West Gate. And lots of merchants and travellers stay there. It's got quite a lot of rooms. It's a multi-storey building. It's all right. It's perfectly comfortable.
Okay. Sleeping what, sorry?
The Sleeping Sun. That's the
Sun.
name. Yes. And then I suppose it's not really a place to stay, but there is the Bull on the Beach. It's more of a bar, really. Quite a few of the students like to go there. That's just down on the beach, which a lot of people go to, and you should certainly, if you're here and if you find your friend and you've got a bit of time, I do recommend going down and enjoying the beach for a little bit.
Would love to.
Yeah. You said you're studying, yes?
Yes, I'm a student. Yes. Yeah,
So, would you like a recommendation for obviously your informative helpfulness for your tutors and such? Would that be helpful as a thank you?
Yes, of course. Yes, I mean it's really just sort of a job I have to do here. But certainly, like if you'd like.
There you go. I'll pass. There you go.
Thank you.
What does it say?
Yes. Oh no, that's lovely. Thank you.
What is this, avenues of research, or...?
Well, I just said that she's very helpful and informative and very friendly upon our arrival.
That's very kind
That is a
of you.
recommendation
Thank you very
among
much.
students.
Right.
No,
Okay.
that's really lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you
Hope
very
it's
much.
helped us as payment for our sudden arrival.
Yeah, but it sounds like Your Draconic Majesty is going to handle that. Yes, I will make sure that the payments are sent. I assume that you will be all right with that payment being made at a later date. Of course, yes, of course, my Draconic Majesty. Yes, of course. Very
Everything
much.
he says, she's going to be like, oh, yes, of course.
It's literally, this is like 1%ers where they're like, I can pay that later. And they're like, okay, here you go, have the thing. Like, yeah, it's disgusting.
Stick it on my
Teleport
tab.
where he wants.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it does get paid, but
Yeah.
But yeah. So Fiala will sort of give you the directions. If you have any other questions, he's happy to answer. Otherwise, you can make your way out.
So there's 3/4 places we can go.
One, the Bull on the Beach is not a place to stay. It is a bar where you can go and have
bar.
drinks and stuff.
Maybe
It is
the
literally a beach bar.
Place to start.
Do you know where we might be able to go in order to start looking for this night?
I mean, what do people come? I
Are there
mean,
public records at the library?
well, not here. We don't have censuses. It's more a sort of research library. So we have lots of topics for people who want to research and better themselves. So we have that here. Oh, goodness me. I mean, I guess like any public records would be at the Duchess's residence, really. She would have her considerates handle all of that. I mean, I guess you could try the bars, the inns. Okay. There is the Lavender Garden, which is our gaming hall here as well. That's quite popular. I mean, people go down to the beach. There's a lovely restaurant up in the Glitter Cliffs called the Looking Glass. I don't know if a knight would really go there, but a lot of people tend to do. Well, those people with money, I suppose. Oh, there's also, I mean, the Fortress. If he's a knight, he might be at the Old Sentinel, which is our barracks here. He may have a relationship with the commander.
Okay. All good places
Maybe
to
we
look.
could just go into the centre of town and see what happens, see what we can
We
find.
may as well head to the Lavender
Are they a
Gardens.
particularly holy knight?
Well, we're from the Order of the Loyal Hounds, so
I don't know. Knightly orders.
I think we could just go
it's
and
okay.
ask some people in town.
I have the faith that we'll just go in and I can ask around. It'll be okay.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Thank you for your
marvellous.
help, though.
No, you're more than welcome. All right.
I don't suppose you... is there a place where we can grab, like, a map?
Oh, yes. And pulls out several maps.
You actually do have them.
He does. He's got them right there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sweet.
They're not the best
This
maps
place.
I've ever made,
Upside
but
down. We were holding it upside down.
Gave it to me upside. So where are we at the moment?
so you are at number 12, which is on the
Hey, Patreon.
eastern side. Yes,
Sorry,
Patreon
podcast
and
listeners.
podcast listeners.
I will put this on the Patreon for free to view.
And we'll try and get it on the middle map so people
Yes, we're just looking at them right now.
Yes. So number 12,
There.
the blue building in the
So that is
eastern
the
side.
Copper Crescent Academy.
Copper Crescent Academy. You can
Should I
just
read
put it
it?
on the back
Yeah.
if you want to create your own key and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've written it on the front,
Sure.
like a heathen.
Sure.
But this
do
is
whatever
not
you want.
as big as Ashen Rest.
It's not as big
pretty
as Ashen
big,
Rest, but
yeah.
it's pretty big. Yeah, it's like I said, it's like large town, very small city.
Okay. This is a cool map. This is good.
Cool. I want to go on a holiday. Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you were sort of the teleport was too
here
quick
it
for
is
you
in
to
the middle.
really see like details of the buildings and things like that. You kind of just got a brief glimpse.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nice. Okay, where should we start then, team?
There's plenty of different hotels and bars we can look at. What do you think, Gruff?
Well, I don't know if you want to accompany me or if you want to get explore yourselves, but I'm probably going to head to the fortress. Fortress.
The fortress?
Barracks sounds like a good place to go.
It's a good call.
Or, well, it depends what kind of night he is, but he could be at this beach bar.
The Barnacle Night. Could be by the ocean.
Clinging onto a boat.
I
Could be
think
clinging
we
onto
should
a
go
boat.
and see the beach.
Do you know what, actually? I haven't seen the sea for quite a while, so I wouldn't mind going and seeing it. Get my paws wet. Beach. Let's go to the beach.
I mean,
I think that sounds brilliant.
that's a good idea.
I'd love to go to the beach.
I've been on the sea, but I've not been in the sea. But
No?
I'll have a look.
Okay. I mean, if I take one more step, this is the furthest I've ever been
Stop.
from home.
Stop. No.
So I've got no idea where we are right now. How can you not like that one? That was a good one.
No. 'Cause all I can think of is that edit where it's like every step. This is the first time you've.
Oh, the-
This I do 1%. Yeah.
The
that one.
25-hour
Yeah.
version of the film.
Where
Yeah.
every step he takes, every move he makes.
Just watching you. But enough about Lord of Sidious.
Yeah. Okay, let's head outside. Lord Obsidious, have you been to this town before?
I've passed it briefly, but I've not spent much time here. I tend to go to the capital, either Zenith or Brassus.
Okay.
Rarely have I come out to some of these smaller towns. I was familiar enough with it, but not to the extent of being able to give you any local guidance.
Understood. Well, we can have a look around and try to find what we can find. But maybe the barracks is a good idea. Maybe the beach. Maybe Lavender Gardens. Maybe.
Perhaps once you are done gambling, you should come here and begin research on planar matters.
The library is
Never said
also a
we'd
good
gamble.
idea.
We never said we'd gamble.
We never said we'd gamble.
Don't worry, Lord Obsidious. I'll make sure they stay on the straight and narrow.
Thank you, Gruffith. In that case, I will leave you for now. As I said, I will be keeping an eye on Xanthias remotely. But
He's
should
gonna
you
have
need
Xan
me,
TV on all 24/7 Xanthias TV,
if you
scrying
can
and-
find a way to... I know that several of you can cast spells. If there is a way for you to obtain methods of using the sending spell, keep me abreast of the situation.
Oh, I was going to ask you actually.
As if, what, do I have things of sending to give you?
If you had any scrolls with sending on them.
I do not have them on me, but I will have some made, and when next we meet, I will give you some. But in the meantime, perhaps you can procure your own.
Yes, Lord Obsidius. Enjoy your time, Lord Obsidius.
I will. And
going
he
to
will.
Lord Obsidius.
He will probably stay in the academy just to chat with some of the people here. Maybe go and find like some of the professors and mentors and things like that. But then he's probably going to head out. So with that, yeah, where are you guys heading?
Beach. Beach bar. What was the
We're
beach bar called?
going straight to the beach bar.
The Bull on the
I'll
Beach.
keep them on the straight and narrow. We go to the beach bar.
Beach bar.
I wasn't necessarily saying
You,
Yeah.
you all
love lines
step
this
out. You follow Fiala's directions, and
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, there's more!
that was my one. I
it
need
is.
that one back because I need to be able to look at it.
So much brighter here than I expected.
Well, that's it. So as soon as you step out of this magic academy, which is like a very comfortable temperature, magically being cooled, when you step outside, this is full on like summer holiday, Mediterranean, you know, not quite tropics or Caribbean, but like this is warm. Like you kind of step out and you see a beautiful, very... The stone here is made, it's not white, but it is a kind of very dull cream. All the like paving stones here, the buildings have got that kind of creamy white kind of texture to them, but a lot of decoration of that kind of verdigris, kind of bronze and copper as it kind of turns greenish. All the buildings kind of have, it's verdigris or something like that. It's got like a name, I can't remember. But it has a lot of the roofs have that, or like domes made of that material.
Okay.
Also, you would notice, as opposed to Cauldra, there are a lot of just minor enchantments here. So you see, like, around buildings, there might be illusory butterflies and, like, around the flower boxes and things like that. Or there are street lights here, you know, and I know that you've had some bad experience with these, but there are magical street lights and things like that as well.
Blow those things up.
Everything is very... like the window displays are all very colorful. There's colorful plants in the planter boxes around the buildings and things like that. You notice as well that there are lots of people from all across the empire here. Immediately setting out onto the streets, you emerge into a tourist destination. Like there are street sellers selling little trinkets and little gifts and things like that all over the place. And you can see that the majority of people are making their way down a main street, up a set of stairs onto the sea wall. At which point there look like there are stairs that go down to the actual beach itself. And you can see that these walls are like military defense. These are not like a quaint, lovely little, a little seawall. These are like built as a defense against being attacked from the sea. And then they've been adapted to allow people to like go down onto the beach and things like that.
Okay.
You would notice there are a lot of, lots of magic users. You can see, like, you maybe pass by a shop and you can see that they've got an unseen servant, like, sweeping the shop for them and stuff like that, and they're directing it. So it looks like most of the citizens of the Suncrest Isles probably have access to, like, a level 1 spell and some cantrips or something like that. Everybody's kind of got, like, a little touch of magic here. You would even maybe see a couple of bronze dragonborn, and it's different to your runes, Xanthias.
Right.
But they have like little runes that like wink in and out of existence around their heads or around their body and things like that.
Okay.
As you make your way down.
Yeah.
The beach is packed because it is the height of summer in the Empire at the moment. You are in the summer months, so the beach is just packed
packed with people. Everybody in sort of loose clothing or kind of, swimwear. People are playing in the ocean. You see like kids running around. There are people with little carts, like little wooden carts with drinks that they're dispensing and selling for, silver and gold coins, walking up and down. There are like literal sun lounges and things like that, wooden sun lounges with like cushions and things laid out.
Okay.
And this is like a full-on seaside like tourist town.
Oh, it is so loud here.
Very, very loud.
people.
You can also see out on the ocean, you see two things. From the seawall, an enormous lighthouse, a magical lighthouse. Like it's the light turning around is like a huge blazing beacon, like magical beacon. But there is also two other islands. One houses an enormous palace, which you would know would be the local Duchess's palace.
Yes.
The Dominus. You don't know the host of the name yet. Which is built onto an island with another enormous like domed roof, which allows easy coming and going. But you don't see any like land way to get there whilst the tide is in. Like it looks like you just have to fly there or sail there to get there. Next to it there is an enormous stone platform, and even from the beach, although it's at a fair distance, you can see little figures are playing some sort of game, like a ball game on it.
Okay.
And it seems to be some sort of match, and people on the beach are like watching it with spyglasses and things like that as they're playing some sort of ball game. Very similar to volleyball, but it's more aggressive because you actually hit each other with this heavy, like weighted leather ball, and they're trying to knock each other off the platform into the sea. It's kind of like what was the bending sport in Korra?
Yeah, that's what
So
exactly
it's
what I was
kind of a
thinking of.
mixture of that and volleyball, basically.
cool.
And you can see that like there's even like some element of like one guy grabs the ball and then uses wind magic and like throws it at somebody like with more force,
Hell yeah.
and like
That's what
they
we're
gets
doing now.
knocked off. But then there's just a huge orc, and he just grabs the ball and just runs into a guy and like throws it, but at point blank range. So it's like he basically just punched the guy, and he just goes woo, goes flying off. And so there's clearly this kind of sport going on.
Oh, awesome.
Very cool. Very
You guys
cool.
make your way along the beach, and it's a fair walk down. Sort of, you end up going from the sort of along the beach, kind of walking along. Gruff, immediately that smell of the ocean. But there's a difference here because it doesn't have that crisp coldness that you're used to. There is warmth to it, and even the water has like it's not cold. It's not warm or hot, but it's not cold. It's quite tepid. But just hearing that whoosh, whoosh of the waves kind of immediately like really sends you back, and that salt in the air really fills you. You can hear gulls kind of like cawing and flying out amongst some of the islands, and maybe along the seawall you can see them landing and things like that. These are not ice divers. These are almost like they look like seagulls, but with almost like a kind of bronzy color to them. And when they fly, dust seems to almost fall off their wings. Glitter gulls, they're called here. They're native to this part of to this coast, which is called the Glittering Coast, by the way. And yeah, you make your way down. You can see people sunning themselves, just laying out on these sunbeds. You see like kids playing, as I said. There are a couple of like militia guards, but even the guards here don't seem to be wearing like full plate armor and things like that. It's all very light. The other thing you would notice is everybody here, one thing you would notice very quickly is a certain type of cloth that everybody seems to be wearing. Like, it's a very silken cloth, but everybody seems to be wearing it. It's all different colors, but it's that, again, it's kind of got this slight shimmering quality to it. And they wear, like, sarongs or, like, wraps of it, like, very loose kind of, like, vested shirts that seem to flow and breeze in the wind. Everybody seems to be wearing that here.
Okay. And we're like fully garbed up.
You guys are like, people are like, well, looking at you guys like as you walk, because you are dressed not for this environment.
I guess we just came from a summer hot Ashen Rest, so it's not like
You're not like
full- yeah.
like in full, but like Ophelia's got like pieces of metal armor. Gruff's wearing hides and furs.
Yeah.
I think like Daisy and Xanthias and Rowan probably look the most sort of easy and comfortable. Although Rowan's wearing a suit of chainmail.
That's true. Yeah, that's pretty burning him.
Yeah, that's actually weirdly cool because it is mithril chainmail.
Is this entire journey as well like just every meter of the beach has just got someone.
Imagine like the
laying
most
it.
packed
Yeah,
summer
yeah.
holiday
God,
beach. It's
yeah.
like that.
Oh, I'm
right?
sorry. I'm just squeezing past. Sorry.
Like a kid like runs past, like like sprays sand everywhere.
Ophelia, can I borrow those sunglasses?
No, I need them. I need
Okay.
I think I need a parasol
We
as
need
well
to get
at this
some more.
point.
And parasol. Parasol is a good idea.
My hair's all sticking to my face. Oh, I miss Percy.
You make your way down the beach and you see, tucked up against the seawall, this kind of very nicely built wooden tavern. It's only one story, so there's no like extra stories, no space for rooms, and it's all open at the front as well. But you can hear that a sort of section of the back of it's almost like cordoned off, and appears to have some sort of like pit, like some sort of fighting pit.
Fighting pit.
It's number 7.
This would be number 7. Yeah,
Yes,
that is the
okay.
the bull on the beach. And out the front is a kind of stylized metal bronze, or more like a minotaur head with huge like horns, and it's got 2 like tankards of ale sort of being held in arms up to his face, and it just says, the bull on the beach, like in letters sort of stylized under it, and the bar is full, like loads of people are sat up there drinking. But what draws your attention is the person behind the bar serving everybody, because it is a literal minotaur. He's got like a kind of Hawaiian patterned like open shirt
Hell
on.
yeah.
Huge horns, like big nose ring kind of in there. You can see that his hands are like massive and scarred all up as well. He has like a kind of sash around his waist. He's wearing like Monkey D. Luffy slit like sandals and like little
Right.
shorts. And he's just serving everyone. And
It's like flipping cocktails around.
yeah,
and
literally,
stuff,
like he's like pouring drinks and serving cocktails. He's drinking as he's serving everybody, and the whole place is packed. And there's a few other kind of workers and that around. But yeah, you step in and you see this place.
Remind me, Gruff, what is the sigil for your nightly order?
Hounds.
Hounds?
Like, you know those thin hounds that look a bit lean and run really fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'd be called in this world.
Slim boys.
You were talking about the
Slim Jims.
You're talking about
That's not canon.
Slim hounds.
the slim
They'd just be hounds. They'd just be like hunting
Yeah.
hounds. They're hunting,
Hunting
hounds.
hounds.
the hunting hounds.
Hunting hounds.
The hunting hounds. Yes.
That's the logo.
You know, when I was young, I used to call them Slim Jims.
Right.
Oh,
Interesting.
dickhead.
Hey, I was just a child. I was just a child at the time.
A young boy.
Yes.
Yes, no, it's hunting hounds.
Hunting
is the
hounds.
The signal.
Are they like a round, like a thing? Symmetrical? What sort of colours?
Kim is.
It's just I need to know what to look for. Maybe they're dressed in
Well,
their
they're not
livery.
really well advertised, you know, it's why I have a lot of problems finding them in the first place.
Okay.
They don't really have headquarters or,
Yes.
you know, many banners and things
They're
like
quite subtle.
They are quite subtle. It's just I'd feel rude if I were to approach, no offence, just any elderly person.
Wow.
Define elderly for me.
Wow.
Suitable for your nightly order.
You are cutting it fine.
Xanthius, this is a beach episode. Come on, dude.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Some things don't need to be said.
No, I just need to know the right person to look for. And so far, the only category is old dude.
Well, Xanthius, all we know
You know
is
they're
that
a
it's-
dude.
Yeah, we don't know it's a dude.
That was a
How are they old?
how. Wise.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Correct answer.
A life well lived. Creaky.
Excuse me, what was that last one? My old ears couldn't hear
No,
you there.
probably not.
Speak up, boy.
It's okay. Okay.
Maybe if we just ask people where we can find the Barnacle Knight.
Barnacle
Because he has a name. He has a nickname.
Sure.
Yes, we have an entire name.
We do have an entire name.
You don't have
Yeah.
to just go around going, Loyal Hounds!
It's just there's a lot of people here.
It is. It's like, this is a busy beach bar. Like but people are mostly coming up, getting their drinks, and going out to the beach. The actual sitting area in the bar is pretty open, and it's all open fronted, so it's quite cool. Like you're not stuffy or anything like in here. The only thing that looks at is at the back, as I said, there's like a kind of covered garden area, but a giant pit has been dug out, and it's roped out like a little arena, basically. And it's sort of, as you look over, the big minotaur behind the bar will finally sort of see you guys kind of like at the edge, and he'll like look over to you, look over, sort of glance you. Hey, yo, come on in.
Yes, okay, yes, of course.
Welcome. Hey, welcome to my bar.
A lovely place you have here.
Thanks, dude.
I think we could all do with some refreshments. It's awfully
What
hot
are you
out
looking
there.
for? We got cocktails, we do beer, we do, what do they call it, cider? What are you looking for?
You do a wine.
Yes, wine.
Oh, wine's a bit fancy for me, but maybe you'd like some of our delicious cocktails that we do.
What sort of cocktails do you have?
I'm gonna be honest, beach people don't go for the wine, honestly.
Right.
But some of the other places in town do wine.
I mean, the cocktails seem
Might be
very
refreshing.
popular. What would you recommend?
Okay, so we have the Topaz Delight, very popular. We have the Cauldron, the Silver Cooler, Typhoon's Kiss, and the Brassa Bounty.
Ooh,
All delicious.
I think I'll try the Typhoon's Kiss.
It's strong, dude. I need to let you know, it's
That one's
real strong.
Okay, but refreshing, right?
Yeah, really refreshing. It's really sweet.
Really sweet. I like sweet.
Sweet and strong.
I like sweet and strong.
All right, dude. No problem.
Typhoon's Kiss for me. What about
It's 3 gold, my man. I mean, it uses a lot of ingredients.
really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Alcohol and fruit
Okay, all right.
and other stuff. I don't know. I didn't make it. I drink it, though.
Okay, 3 gold. Sure, 3 gold.
All right, dude.
What about everyone else?
What is the silver one again?
Silver Cooler. It's really refreshing, very nice on a hot day like today. We use magical ice to keep it cold, so it's like, and it's all crunched up. So it's like loads of bits of ice, like all crunched up small, and then alcohol and juice and
You miss
stuff.
the cold. Okay, I'll try that one then.
All right, 1 Silver Cooler, no problem. That's gonna be 2 gold, please.
Did I pick the most expensive one?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the most alcohol in it, though.
Oh, right, okay.
Xanthus, can you spot me 2 gold, please?
Oh,
Yeah, I
yes.
love how you're like, I'll have this, please.
Sure, I'll
Somebody
cover
pay
that one.
for it.
Yeah.
Somebody
Here you
please.
go. Here's 2 gold for
Thank you, Xanthus.
Athelia's drink as well.
You have anything non-alcoholic? Yeah, dude, it can do you like a fruit juice or something. Yeah, no problem.
I want one of those too.
For me as well, but could you put some of that ice in there? Lots of ice, all the ice.
Sure, dude,
Just
no problem.
mostly ice.
Yeah, the fruit juice with the nice ice.
All right, well, it's like 3 silver for the juices, you know?
Okay.
That's fine.
All right, no problem. Okay, right, well, 1 Silver Cooler, 1 Typhoon's Kiss, and 3 fruit juices. No problem.
Do you want me to? Are you subtracting all of it?
I would like somebody to pay.
Yeah, like, while they're sorting that one out, do you happen to know,
You see, he like takes like he starts like making these cocktails himself.
we're looking for someone named the Barnacle Knight?
Barnacle Knight. Oh, you mean Old Man Joran?
Old Man Joran. Old Man Joran.
dude. He's a legend, man. He's, what a guy.
Look at that.
What was your name? Sorry, sir.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Brannock Steelhorn.
Brannock Steel.
Yeah, dude.
Braddock.
I'm Brannock.
How are we spelling that name, sir?
Brannock. Steelhorn. Steel like metal steel.
The Brannock Panic.
Brannock Panic. I've never heard that one, dude. That's awesome. I love
Oh,
that.
thank you. I just came up with it myself. I like
That's
rhyming
awesome.
What do you want from me, Xanthius?
things. Xanthius.
The pain in my ass.
Xanthius. Your name is
Anyway.
Oregon Smoregon.
No, maybe-
Xanthius Banfius.
Sir Joran,
Yeah, the Barnacle Knight. He comes by, like, normally, when he comes by for a drink in the evenings. If you come by, he likes to hear the waves when he's drinking.
In the
So he
evenings?
likes coming down here. I think he lives somewhere in the city, I think. He's got, like, a house here and stuff.
Okay.
He's a cool guy. He's a cool dude.
Is he? Okay, that's good to know.
He's giving me a good run for my money in the ring, you know,
ring?
even though he's an old dude.
You mean that sort of...
Yeah,
over there,
dude, that's
the
like
ring?
my whole thing. Like,
Oh.
I used to do this, like, I used to be in the circus. Can you believe it? I used to be a circus guy. And the act was that people would come up and challenge me, and I'd get really drunk and I'd fight them. And they tried to beat me when I'm really drunk. But, yeah, and I usually win.
Okay.
But that was my whole thing. And then, I was a mercenary for a while, and then I came to Wavemeet, and I did this, like, big quest thing with a bunch of these other dudes,
Right.
and I got paid all this money, so I bought a bar.
Wait, are you like... okay, what sort of quest? What adventure is it?
Dude, it was crazy. We had to like go to these towers, and we had like this little metal disc that was like a puzzle or something.
Okay.
And then took us to the location of a sunken giant ship, we had to recover all these like weapons for some kind of weird dude, and then he gave us loads of money. It was rad, dude.
That sounds...
Okay, I know what quest this
Is
was.
this national treasure? No.
What?
No, it's.
Was it the one we turned down? The one of the mercenary thing, finding the hidden stash of all the weapons. The Cleophas.
No, different thing.
That one?
Different thing.
Oh, okay.
And he got enough money to buy a bar, and you were like, "Fuck!" No,
I see. Oh my god, if we met someone
imagine
who
that.
accepted a quest that we turned down. And they
no.
are
To
just
be
doing
clear,
great.
Brannock and him having this bar is another result of a D&D in a castle game. A player, Brannock is a player's character. He created Brannock.
Stand up.
No, I'm not gonna
Stand
say
up in the audience right now.
They might, I don't know if they're up to date.
Okay.
But their whole thing was they were like, then after the D&D in a castle, and they got their big monetary reward, he was like, I want to build a bar here in Wavemeet. And I was like,
that's
cool.
dope.
I was like, yep, done.
Crispy, tell me who it is.
So that's Brannock, okay.
So, and
crispy.
he gave him that voice. I want to make it clear that was his choice of the character
Honestly,
to give him
this
the
is
dude
first
voice,
person-
bro.
Yeah.
It's
That-
great. It fits.
Yeah.
It fits so well.
That quest sounds simply amazing. We are actually adventurers ourselves.
No way,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, we
Fuck
could-
yeah, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We could share tales all day, but
Yeah, dude, no worries. Well, here's your drinks, by the way. I finished making them.
okay.
It's fascinating watching you do all the shaking and the
Yeah,
spinning.
the silver cooler is in like this very sort of ornate. It's like glass, but it looks like it's made of like frozen ice itself. The glass, and it's very blue. It's very Ice Heinz white. So it's blue and silver. It probably has like a lot of gin and sort of stuff like that in there as well, and mixed with stuff. The Typhoon's Kiss is like a long, thin, long glass, very red and pinks kind of all blended together. It has like cherries kind of dunked into it, and a very sort of beautiful kind of like twisting golden straw. It's a very fruity, fancy drink.
I love that. That is amazing.
Yeah. And yeah, he gives you guys a drink. So Joran, he comes by. So like, I know he lives here in Wavemeet, and he comes by in the evening sometimes to drink. I mean, generally, like during the day and stuff, he's out doing night things, bro.
Night things.
He's out there like kicking ass and like fighting monsters and stuff.
Oh, outside of this town?
Like, no, he points out like out there, out in the sea, bro.
Oh.
He's the Barnacle Knight, dude.
You're right. You're right. No, that's true.
That checks out.
It's very strong.
Oh, wow, that really
It's very sweet though.
kicks hard. Oh, it kicks
Yeah,
like a
dude.
mule with its balls wrapped in duct tape. That's a Breaking Bad reference.
I don't know who that is, bro.
What are you currently binging, Tom?
I'm not that. It's just all locked in there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Magnets.
Tight. Okay, so, all right. Well,
So maybe if you come by later tonight, he might be around.
what sort of time is it?
It's like quite early, I think, because you went to see
I
you went to
think
see
so.
Obsidious like
Yeah, we
fairly
did that
early.
Oh,
at
you're
dawn.
right,
We
yeah.
set
Yeah,
off
yeah.
from.
So you've only been at like Scaratalis' tower for like maybe an hour or 2 hours, so it's still really early.
Well, we are looking.
Like,
for-
everybody else is still drinking a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you are not the only ones having cocktails and drinks like this early.
We're also kind of on a smaller quest, I suppose, to look for sunglasses, parasols, things to protect us
Oh,
from
dude,
this
they've
heat.
got all that stuff in the town. You go up, like back up into the main town. Tons of that stuff, bro.
Okay.
There's the fabric I've noted, the shiny, lovely fabric
Oh,
everywhere. It's beautiful.
yeah, it's like called like sunsilk or something.
Sunsilk.
Yeah, there's like these worms like that live in the forests around here, and they make this special silk, and it's like really good at like keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold.
Oh,
That's why everybody wears it, dude. That's what I've got this shirt. That's what this shirt's made of,
Oh,
bro.
wow, it's lovely. Can I just feel the quality?
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's fucking enormous. Like he is like 6 foot, but he is like wide, and he's huge arms.
Bigger than Rowan?
Well, he's not taller than Rowan, but he's wider.
wide.
Right, okay.
Like, he's big.
Is he Dorito?
He's kind of Dorito. He's got his legs are pretty good, like, and he's got like strong legs
Doesn't
as well.
skip leg day, yeah.
He hasn't skipped leg day, but you can tell he works arm day more.
Yeah.
But he's got kind of a big belly as well, so he's kind of got like the powerlifter build,
Nice.
Yeah.
where like he's not like shredded like Arnie or anything like that. He's big mass, you know.
Yeah.
And so he like leans over, and yeah, it feels like incredible. It feels like silk, so that kind of slick, kind of silky kind of feeling. But there is a thickness to it as well.
It's lovely, beautiful.
Yeah, there's a place up in the town that you can go and buy it from if you want to. I don't know. It's called like Web Song or something like that. I don't know.
So
Web song. Okay.
lovely. Thank you.
Okay, well, it seems like we've got a lot of time to pass before maybe this Sir Joran is back. So
Let's wave me, dude. Grab a chair on the beach. Hook up some rays.
soak
Do
up
we,
some
do we bring the
rays.
cups back to you when we?
Oh yeah, you need to leave those here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll bring those back.
You need to drink it here, or drink it on the beach and bring it back.
Drink it all now.
No, you can drink it on the beach.
Okay.
I can see there's a couple of people out on the ocean surfing as well, maybe.
There would be people like swimming and like maybe like little canoe like boats and things like that. I don't know if surfing is going to be a thing.
I was going to say, because I know Rowan likes surfing on mattresses.
He has canonically said he surfed on a mattress, which implies that surfing is a thing somewhere.
There's fan
And if it was gonna be, they're gonna surf here.
Yeah.
So I guess surfing is now canonical.
There you go.
So there are people surfing out on there. But I imagine it's more like it's the surfboards with a little sail. What's that?
Kite
yeah.
surfing.
Yeah, kite surfing. It's more like that kind of stuff.
I can see Rowan's wistful little eyes looking out to the... If you wanna-
I'm gross looking out of the ocean as well.
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm gonna be honest. If you're gonna go out into the ocean and you're gonna be chill on the beach, you need to ditch these duds, bros. You need to get cool, you know?
Web song. We can head to Web song.
Yeah, bro.
Cool.
I mean like physically cool.
Oh yes, I see. Yes. Well, it is.
You're stylishly cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, bro. And if anybody wants, by the way, he points like there's a giant rope with a bell, and it just says this like beat the bull basically. It's like if you want to take me up on my fighting challenge,
Up in the room?
Maybe I'll
Oh,
do
no,
a couple
sorry.
more of these. I'll see how I
yeah,
feel.
well, that's the whole point. You gotta be fucking crunked, bro.
What is
No, what's
Crunked.
what's crunked? Sorry.
That's like
Son of a...
like extreme drunk.
extreme drunk. Okay.
I guess it would be
Wishy-washy.
drunk,
Yeah,
but that
ex-drunk.
crunk sounds cool.
Crunk sound, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, okay. Well, no, thank you for the drinks and for your assistance. I think we can head to Websong to try and get some better clothes, unless anyone
No
else
problem,
wants to go
bro.
somewhere
It's
else.
just up on like I think it's on the street, the main, the glittering
Oh,
street.
good to know.
Glittering
Okay.
way.
Lovely. Thank you.
No problem, bros.
Thank you, bro.
Bro. Yeah.
Bro, yes, bro.
Graph, are you a bro?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
I have
what
no
it
idea.
means.
I'm putting it down as one of these things that you young people say. I'm honestly surprised you didn't know it.
No, I've
I-
never heard bro.
I think based on this guy's build, I think Rowan might be a bro.
Bro.
I think I could be a bro.
Rowan.
Rowan.
I like it.
Oh, I'm certainly not a bro.
With that, I take it you guys want to go and find like this Clothiers. Is that your next destination?
Yeah. Chris is going to get naked.
Sure.
Is there any other
Do you need to
plans?
wear pants?
Just keep my pants
It's
on.
not a nudist beach.
Keep my pants on then.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. But with that, let's take a 5-minute break and then when we
Oh.
jump back in,
we'll
Yes.
jump back on. It's break time.
Yeah. All right,
right.
I was fully on the beach then.
All right. Sure. I will also, by the way, one thing I'm going to say as well, like, Caliphris may have been on that beach. It's so full of people, you have to actively be like, we're going to go and look for Caliphris.
They're already following us around.
You don't know that.
Everybody know we're here already.
We were just talking to them. Brannock
I am
Steelhorn.
Caliphris.
Damn it. Damn it.
With that, let's take our 5-minute break. We'll be back very shortly.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bros.
See you, bro.
Welcome back to part 2 of Altheya the Dragon Empire. Our heroes have travelled to a brand new, not just new town, but
That's
a new
right.
province
That's right.
of the Dragon Empire. You have arrived in Wavemeet, a part of the Suncrest Isles, where you have come to find a member of the Circle of Loyal Hounds, a knight for Gruff to continue his nightly quest, but also perhaps to locate a certain green tiefling, Caliphris, everyone's favourite gender-fluid mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To try and maybe get information about planar goods and services, as well as investigate things like the Celestial Rod, as well as the Luxon Shards. Many opportunities. Upon arrival, you've explored a little bit of Wavemeet so far, having mainly explored the beach and encountered Brannock Steelhorn, a former adventurer who bought a beach bar and set up a beach bar and served you lovely cocktails and gave you a little bit of information. And you have now been pointed towards Websong Clothiers, which is a place that trades in the rare material sunsilk.
Yes.
Here. To reach there, there are a set of steps that lead up to the sea wall, very close to Brannock's bar, and then you make your way onto one of the primary streets called the Coastway. As I said before, this is a very popular kind of touristy town. It is very busy. There are little tents and market stalls set up everywhere selling little trinkets and souvenirs. But eventually you find yourself at the opening to a beautiful, almost sylvan-looking, like elven shop. You can see that it's a beautiful kind of storefront with glass windows displaying mannequins dressed in these beautifully coloured, exquisite silk outfits. They take the form of like gossamer robes or shirts, sarongs, wraps, dresses, all sorts of different pieces of clothing. They also seem to come in different levels of sort of opacity and thickness and everything else as well.
Good.
As you look inside, you can actually see that it's an open air shop. So there's a large hole in the ceiling which is open to everything. And when you step inside, there's an element of sort of entering a woodland or a forest, as there are almost trees built into the sides of the chamber, the main chamber itself. But also, and I'm going to apologise now to any arachnophobes, because there are thick strands of webbing amongst all of the trees and everything else.
That's cool.
There are mannequins dotted here and there, dressed in these elaborate outfits, as well as sort of glass-locked display cabinets with sort of, bolts of this silk and cloth everywhere. There's a few people, maybe a couple of people, young tourist couple in there, sort of idly browsing some of the pieces on display, and talking to them is a very... She's quite short. She's probably only about 5 feet, 5.5 feet tall, but very, very slender, but her hands and her limbs are a little bit too long that create this kind of, she looks taller than she actually is, but you would immediately recognize, because you've encountered a few elves of the Feywield now, very much like Blackwing, this elven woman. Her features are very similar, this kind of like 2 long fingers, 2 long limbs, her long pointed ears stretch back from a sort of mottled black and grey hair that falls almost dead straight around her shoulders. A little bit of a Morticia Addams kind of vibe going on with her. Very sort of narrow cheeks, very prominent cheekbones, wearing an elaborate pair of sunglasses and an outfit, and sort of drifting around, checking on things here and there. Passive perception 17. I think Daisy and Gruff both go above 17, don't you? You would definitely can hear that up above, amongst the canopy of these fake trees or fake webs and things like that, there is also something else up there. There is something moving.
Big spider mama.
Could be. But this woman sort of sees you, and again, that kind of this place doesn't have Blackwing's towers like magical twilight, but you kind of have seen through an elven glamour before, and you can definitely tell that when she first glances round, those sunglasses. You almost kind of see through the illusion, and you would see almost like extra eyes like tattooed around her and stuff like that. But then they quickly go back, and she just resumes back.
I think we're currently like, or at least I am, like just feeling some of the clothing and.
So as you're sort of feeling it, she almost sort of like perfectly silently glides. It's just like, do you like it?
I love yes, I do. I was just admiring the texture of this fabric.
Exquisite.
It truly is exquisite, and all of these different colours as well. That's quite amazing.
The colours, you may be interested to know, come from the local coral, which is harvested here
Really?
in the Suncrest Isles.
That's amazing.
It's ground and used in dyes, and it regenerates over time. Magic, it seems. Fascinating.
It truly is fascinating. Well, as you
Looking
can.
for something in particular?
Well, anything to relieve us of such heavy adventuring garb.
Yes, although this is exquisitely made.
Thank you. I'm glad you've noticed. A special from Ash and Rest.
Wonderful. I've not been there, but I can tell a master's hand at work.
That's right.
How very sweet you look as well. Ah, what wonderful customers. Delightful colours and design with you. Oh dear. But still, nothing that cannot be fixed.
My wife made these.
How may I help you?
Well, I think we're all just looking for something that will help us with the heat in this wonderful town.
Certainly. Sunsilk is rather wonderful material. It keeps you, well, it would not survive very cold climates, but in cooler weather it helps you stay warm, but in warmer weather helps you stay cool.
Oh, I did not know it did that as well.
Yes, rather delightful. Now, let us see here.
And she begins kind of parting sort of leaves.
Now, my stock is rather limited, but it is very easy for us to provide something fitting for you.
Okay, well, at the very least, Gruff, are you doing okay in this heat?
I'm surviving in the clothes that my wife made me with great care.
You don't want something that would cool you down?
He just shoves a paw into something, pulls it out. This'll do.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's yellow. It's like a nice sunny yellow colour.
I think that might look nice on you. Here.
It's got like a slight pattern to it.
it
It's like a very long shirt, or like a short sleeve shirt, but very long. So it's kind of almost like robe-ish. It has like a kind of rounded collar, goes straight down.
Any print designs on it?
It has like a pattern, not like sort of not. It would be, I guess, like similar to a print. It's almost got like flowers, kind of like leaves and like flower petals, but not of color. It's all the same sort of yellowy, sunny, golden color.
Ship it. Gruff's done shopping.
It brings out your eyes, the yellow. Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you. Yes.
Good pick.
Yep.
How much?
It does come. It comes with like a sash to tie it, so you can sort of tie around you.
How much for that shirt, or at least for most of the things here, actually?
Oh, well, anything on that we have available, not made custom, we charge 10 gold per item. Depends. We also do have sandals, we have accessories, hats and things like that as well. But for most of the sunsilk, for a simple garment such as this one, 10 gold. As I said, it will not help you in extreme conditions.
5.
You're holding 23.
6.
Okay.
7.
But if you did want something more tailored, I can always ask Whisper to help me.
9, 10.
Oh, how are you getting on?
Gruff hands over his gold.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you for your custom.
Sort of holds the gold, and there's she holds it in a very weird way. Like she's delighted to be holding this gold. Like she's kind of like She goes over and like
Yummy, yummy.
finds like a little thing and like puts it in a little wall safe kind of thing, and then comes back over.
Groff's immediately just in the middle of the shop, just taking off his top and just getting into this thing.
I don't think she would care about that. Yeah.
Do you have anything crimson? Or
Oh, most certainly, yes. I think most of our shades would be quite vibrant, but we could do something darker for
yes,
you.
please. I like the sleeves on mine. Something kind of
Yes.
similar, but with the same
A sort of
fabric.
gownish with a wrap,
Yes.
something like a sarong or something to wrap around.
Oh, yes, I did see
you.
some very glamorous ladies wearing. It's quite nice.
Well, do you have
dress.
anything for swimming, my dear, as
Swimming-
well?
I've never swam in my life.
She shows you like a range of like swimwear and things like that, like 1 pieces, 2 pieces. There's like strappy sandals. There's like little flat sandals. There's hats. There's everything.
Hats
Like,
are incredible as well.
the hats are more like woven hats. They're kind of like like a kind of woven straw kind of hat.
It's just a shirt for Groff, isn't it?
You've bought a long shirt
Okay.
and a wrap.
Can I just shove my hand in a rack of sarong, like the sarong bottoms,
Mm-hmm.
like, and do that? Because
Yep.
like in Malaysia, men wear sarong.
Blue.
Blue. Okay, cool. Another 10.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All the Sunsilk items are basically a 10.
That's
And they're all roughly the equivalent. Like, there's no tiny pieces. Like, they're all kind of the equivalent of same amount of fabric. Apart from obviously swimmer, but that's different because that's not made of Sunsilk.
So yellow flowery top, blue flowery bottom,
Blue wavy bottom.
wavy bottom.
Yeah,
Very nice.
delightful. And you've got sandals. You just have feet, don't you?
just
You don't
have feet.
Yeah, you
Just
don't have.
little
Yeah,
feet.
it's just these little wraps and feet.
Poke out.
Yeah. Obviously, like, this is something I'm going to make very clear as well, because I don't normally do this. Generally, you will have to unequip your armor. Like, if you want to be walking around and not be warm, like, unequip your armor, basically. Just as a point of
mean, it
reference,
gets
make
you out
sure it's
your-
not equipped.
I say fur-lined stuff, but I mean, you are also fur-lined.
I am fur-lined.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, for Ophelia, so you kind of pick out a few different things that you're after. It kind of doesn't matter what you pick. It's going to be about 10 gold, 20 goldish, as you pick out the things you want. And then it says, now, we will have something made for you in the shade of your preference. And she takes you over to, it's almost like a kind of, almost like a makeup palette of colours. And there's like a bunch of them. And they're made of this like very fine, chalky kind of material. But you pick like a dark red. And she's like, yes, yes, whisper. And you hear as a giant spider of kind of dark blue and green kind of hues creeps down and it looks, and it's a spider, there's no face or anything, but with its mandibles, and you hear this perfectly clear human voice just say, hello, Venna, do we have a customer? It's like, yes, we would like this and this design in this color. Can you weave that for me, my dear? Of course I can. And then it kind of goes upside down and just starts making this outfit for you in the moment. Pulling like strands of like this silk in and things
He's
like
just
that.
watching in awe, just like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna get dressed, I think, too.
What would you like, my dear? A particular color?
Oh no. Oh, decisions.
Well, this decision really is, do you want a colour that matches the summery sunlight aesthetic of Wavemeet, or do you want one more in keeping with your own personal attire?
I don't see what's wrong with my method. Just
No, you could just grab and pull. I mean, that combination is...
took me so little time to do it.
I'm just going to take my top off, and I've got shorts anyway.
That's true. Yeah,
Like, Rowan literally takes his vest off and his scarf, and then like takes his wraps off, and he's basically
He's summer
wearing
ready.
shorts and sandals. He's like,
Beach
I'm good
boy
to go.
ready.
yeah. What about the armour, Rowan?
I'll take that off.
Oh, okay, fair enough. My plan
Stuffs
is
it in
just
bag.
to lighten this this outfit anyway.
Maybe like orange.
I recommend your shoes, my dear. Boots will be very unpleasant.
No, that's a good idea, actually. There was
Yeah, I
some
need
sand that
some
got in there,
sand.
actually. Let me just sort that one out real quick.
Pours out half the beach.
You're really getting those Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, I hate it. It gets
I hate
everywhere.
it. It gets everywhere. It's coarse and rough.
Yeah.
It gets everywhere.
Can I have something maybe something sunsetty, orange and pinky and
It's beautiful. Would match your hair wonderfully. Yeah.
Daisy's hair is blonde. For
Yeah. But then it would match very well. Blonde with a kind of sunset shimmer.
Like the blonde is like the clouds.
Yeah.
I think I'll get that.
Very
and I will
well.
need some sandals because I've got boots.
Yes. So all in a told, each of you basically spend about 20 gold and you can have an outfit of your choice made of sunsilk and accessories to match with it.
1, 2.
Thank you, Gruff. Thank you.
She doesn't carry money, dude.
She's got.
6.
You need to trade something in for money.
I've got to go back to 1 now.
I have the Fey-wheeled herbs.
You can try and trade them if you want.
How much did you say? Sorry, 20.
20, yeah, basically. 20 gold and you get to design a summary outfit. Which will help. It will, if you guys continue wearing your base clothes and you don't make changes, the longer you spend in this province, like, it's
Yeah.
gonna get real unpleasant.
But does
basically.
that doesn't... Not for
Swamp
me,
house.
right? With-
You'll be fine because you've got dragon, you're fire resistant, so
yeah, that's why I'm just
Can
sort of
my-
lightening the
Yeah.
armor a bit and
Yeah. Putting some sandals on.
yeah.
Can my sunglasses be like little flower shapes?
Sure. Yep.
Oh, sunglasses. That's right. We do need some sunglasses. Can we get those here?
Yeah, it's just darkened glass. It's not like, anti-UV. It's just basically blackened glass, like coloured glass, set into frames. So yeah, you can get sunglasses.
Thank you, Gruff. Here's the gold. Thank
It's. I would imagine that like any kind of elaborate frames like yours, they're like wooden frames painted, and then the black glass is inserted. It's not like metal or plastic. It's like wooden coloured. Whereas if you get like metal ones, like yours are like the round metal ones kind of thing with the set glass.
Yeah,
into it. But yeah, you design the outfits, and then you watch as this spider, once she finishes making the red one, and you can see that a little gross, but like to do the colouring, the spider has like a kind of belt of pouches, and it scoops like this coral dust into its mouth, masticates it and makes it all like wet and goopy, and then weaves it as they're kind of stretching the silk fibers out, and it seems to blend in, and it sets the color basically for it.
Nice.
As this giant, but you can see the couple that were shopping are like looking up in like they've gone pale. They're like, as this giant spider is like just weaving and like.
What was the name of the elf?
You don't know? You've not asked her name yet.
What was your name?
Oh. I'm very bad at introducing myself. I am Venetith Indilin.
Fucking spelling.
Elven names, dude. I told you Blackwing's name once as well. VENATYTH apostrophe
Fucking
INDYLIN.
I-N.
DY. Venetith
Sorry.
Indilin.
Venetith and Dylan.
I-N-D-Y. I lost it.
L-I-N.
LIN.
L-I-N.
What a terrible day to have dyslexia.
If you prefer Venetith,
Yeah. Venetith, yeah.
Venetith is fine.
Venetith and Dylan.
Don't
Well,
tell us we don't give you anything.
It is-
Wiki.
May I say, it is refreshing not to have people unnerved by my elven nature. Have you encountered my kith and kin before?
we have indeed, yes.
Couple, yes.
It is rare to meet one of the elder elves.
We've met a couple. We met Blackwing in Ashen Rest. And there was the lovely moth fella.
Musician,
who was
yes,
singing
of the
to us in the
travels,
woods, yes.
Wonderful.
But yes, we have encountered your kind before.
Now, were they happy with their lives?
Oh, I'd say the musician,
The
certainly,
musician,
yes.
Had some
Travelled,
fantastic tales to
telling
tell.
many tales.
Good.
Elaborate stories, yes. Very, very happy, I believe.
Ah, good.
Are you happy?
Yes, many of my kin do not like being here, but I am delighted by it. Working with these strange materials, meeting strange people. It is a peaceful life.
Your craft spider, I guess.
Companion.
My
Companion.
friend,
Your friend, are they also of the Feywield?
they were, though I have only given them the ability to speak and think within the last few hundred years.
I I see. A few hundred, I see.
Yeah. I am talented with some magic, you see, and I was lonely of the companionship and wanted someone I could speak with and converse with, so I granted Whisper the gift of a mind.
Well, that's quite lovely.
Yes. I thought so too.
And they are creating some wonderful outfits as well.
Thank you.
Very talented.
Yes. We work together most marvelously. I do minor enchantments on some of the more custom pieces. That is quite a laborious process and not something for just sort of off-the-cuff purchasing.
We are adventurers and also, I suppose, researchers of some arcane arts. As someone from the Feywild, you don't happen to possess any Feywild planar essences?
She begins to sort of look around, looks at your. You see, she casts detect magic and sort of casts her eyes over all of you.
I am aware that in the Empire, trading and exchanging of planar essences and magic is not permitted by your faith of the Church of Scions.
I did not know.
It is dangerous to consort with planar powers. I am an elf and now mortal, though I still remember the old ways.
You can see she's sort of looking to gauge your reactions to what she's saying as well.
Just because Kim is getting a bit confused with real life folklore and Althean folklore, the Volpez and what's the face that we met in the woods?
Silvera.
Sylvia, yeah.
Silvilla.
Are they elves as well? Because they were like a hair and a...
They weren't elves.
Yeah, no.
They were something else.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They were probably fey beings of like power. Like they had elven features.
Yeah.
And maybe they were like royal elves. You know that like from the teachings of Altheya, you know that the elves were once kind of like one of the ruling factions of the Feywild. So they would have been similar to a planar being. When they came to the material plane, they gave up their planar nature and their immortality to become mortal here. But there were those amongst the elves who were their rulers, who were basically the planar powers, like the Greyfather and like the Primal Lords and things like that. They would have been a level above.
Right.
You got the impression that Sir Volpez and Silvilla were sort of minor that. They weren't quite the Greyfather or that power. They were like elf plus. Sort of what would have been like an archfey, basically. But they just had an elven appearance. But like a minor archfey.
Okay, because I was just thinking, like, just because, Gruff's taken his clothes off, like, he had that green ribbon.
Yeah.
Can we change it so it was, like, maybe braided into his hair? Like,
Sure.
so it's like, this Venny sees that, does she react?
She would look on you and sort of,
A favor of one of our royalty. You must have performed a great service.
Oh, yes, that was Ladies Silvilla and Sir Volpez. We met them recently.
There were many of the courts of the elven kings and queens, and I was but a humble weaver, not one privy to such company. But
that seems to like, she sort of looks and is like, well,
I do not have planar essences. As I said, you should be careful discussing it. There is the faithful of Ilmera. They concerned with planar matters, but it is not impossible to get access to such materials. I have a few friends still. The difficulty with the Feywheel, and forgive me if I am explaining things of which you already know, but when we were driven out of our home, when I was driven from my home, the people, the Unseelie, the Formians, the Hags, they took over. The Feywield is a dark place now. But the Hags and the Formians, many spiders still act for them, serve them. Spiders are careful things. We know to watch. We know how to play all the parts we need. So I do know some who may be able to access some things.
Understood.
But it would not be easy. You would need to travel to the Feywield.
Right.
So it seems like you've got a good understanding of all the sort of going-ons in this town, then.
No, not at all. I keep mostly to myself. I love to sell my clothing. Whisper and I like the trade. We like the climate. But I do not concern myself much beyond the few friends that I have made here. I enjoy a drink from time to time. I like to sit and listen to the songs and the people. But otherwise, I enjoy my work.
Understood. Okay.
Well, thank you for your advice and discretion in doing so.
Yes, I would be very careful.
Yes, we will from now on, now that we are aware.
Is it like a well-known thing? Sorry.
Well, I mean, you guys encountered it with Caliphris. You guys knew that planar. That's why Gruff is so anti-Caliphris, because he mentioned that Caliphris proved was a planar trader, basically.
Yeah.
And it's been a thing established in the campaign.
Yeah.
Planar stuff is bad, or it's.
I don't think the essences
faith
themselves would be.
Well,
an issue,
yes,
yeah.
the essence is it's like trading an illegal thing.
That was a big.
Yeah.
Okay. So even me having like the Ifriti gauntlet, obviously loot from a vault, but
Yeah,
is it
but
like...
it's not something you can actively if you sell that to the wrong person, they dob you into the Ecliptic Order. The Ecliptic Order will come around and be
we're tight.
where the fuck you get that? You can't have that.
Found it.
Snatch. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're tight with Sister Malady and Benedicta and Crystal Malady. That's
a big order.
It's a big order, and from you could gather that Malady isn't exactly the most sort of on book with her order's beliefs. She's pretty chill compared to. But imagine Benedicta. Imagine a more severe Benedicta who isn't sort of being kept on the leash, right? That's your average Ecliptic Order Inquisitor.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I also realise now we could just go to Blackwing when we're back in Ashen Rest to ask for these things.
Blackwing probably would be able to help source a Feywield essence.
Yeah.
Collective
Might have to
favors,
might have to do a favor.
Well, yeah.
Pay something in return.
Okay. But yeah, so who was buying stuff?
Everyone's got stuff. Everyone's got stuff.
I've deducted the money that
Yeah.
I bought mine and Ophelia's
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Daisy's got stuff. You've got stuff. Everyone's got stuff. So you're free to do whatever you like. But this is
very
the
summary.
Web Song Clothiers, and you've now met another cool elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider elf this time.
All right, well, let's set off and find... what's the next port of call? I know you said the library at some point would be a good idea.
We should probably go to the library. Because we need to
But
wait
also,
anyway.
it's such a lovely day. We can't just go inside all those...
It's a lovely
I must
day.
admit,
And you've
the
just bought
waves-
these nice outfits.
The waves are calling me.
And now we're much more cooled down. It's a lot more manageable. But...
Maybe we could go for a swim.
Yeah.
I actually would really like that. I was wondering whether or not I could run to one of those little raft thingies out there as well. That would remind me of home.
We should do that.
Is there enough for all?
I think that sounds like a brilliant idea.
I may do a paddle. I've not swum. I've bathed.
You don't know how to swim?
I've not had really the chance to, I
could
suppose.
teach you.
Okay.
Also, if you get in trouble, I can just stand there because I can stand quite deep and I can still be stood.
Still there, yes.
Yeah,
Well, it's
so I can sort of catch you.
always time for learning new things, I suppose.
It's not like work either, it's good fun.
Is it?
It does
Swimming's
tend to
fun.
be recreational. As I think, especially looking out here, very recreational.
Very true. Yes, it does look
And the last time we were swimming, it was through a very, very miserable, dark cave. So
Okay.
the ocean would be a good idea.
Let's give it a go then.
Yeah, we
give
did
the
have
ocean
we
a
did
go.
have the old water breathing thing, so just keep in mind you don't have
I
that
could-
this time.
I could cast.
It's true. You can just be like water breathing,
Alright.
swim,
A
please.
safety thing, I think. Like I said, we've gone down, but I've not really.
I cannot cast that at this moment, but tomorrow I can cast it.
Well, I'll stay in the shallows for now then, and just have a little paddle.
But also, you know, if anything untoward happens, I can turn
True,
into
yes.
something ocean-faring, and we'll get you. It's fine.
Lovely. Okay, it sounds fun.
All right. You guys make your way back to the beach. You're still very busy. Again, like it's early morning, but it's getting busier. Like, you know, there's you can find space right now, but like if you leave this too long, you're not gonna get like any beds or anything to sit and chill
I
on.
put a towel down earlier.
Oh, of course the ice hearters come along. First thing in the morning, 6 a.m. They put all their towels out.
Dawn.
Bloody ice hearters. Not that the cauldrons are much better.
True.
But yeah, you make your way down there. Again, like this is like you see families. There's a lot of young people here. There's like the fucking shredded dudes like working out on the beach. Like you've got the shredded ladies working out on the beach. You've got people sunning themselves. Like it's very much a chill environment. Those of you who do step into the water, if that's kind of like your main first thing, is like you want to go swimmies and do that kind of stuff.
Swimmies down close to like 19 on the map, which is
Yeah, so you see that there are these long piers, which ships are like pulling up to. People are unloading cargo. You can see fishing nets and like people bringing in catches of the day and things like that. Like very clearly, this is also like a port trading. It's not a big port. This just has like a couple of piers and it's bringing in mostly trade. This is much more of a kind of touristy beach than it is like a trading point. But there's enough there that like, and also keep in mind with Elmera, there are no big ocean ferrying galleons. Most of the ships you're seeing are coastal vessels similar to like what you would have had, Gruff, or like very similar kind of like schooners and like little coastal like boats and stuff like that. There's no big galleons here. At best, you kind of see like a smaller version of a galleon, like a really dinky, tiny version of it. But yeah, you guys make your way down there and yeah, you jump in. Like I said, the water is like not cold, but it's not like hot. It's quite warm. It's like warm-ish. And the sand is beautifully soft and it glitters and sparkles. So as the sun hits it, it makes it look like you're standing on like stardust, basically. And you know, kids are playing. You can hear all the sound and stuff like that. And yeah, you find it exceptionally pleasant. The waves are enough that you can hear that soft lapping sound. You can see that there is a sort of limit. There's not like little buoys or anything like that out, but people don't swim past a certain distance. And I think that would be a thing in the world of Elmera. People wouldn't dare swim out too deep because they know that the further deep you go, like you're getting into danger territory.
here there be dragons, but it's the exact opposite. Here there's no dragons.
Yeah, well, it's here be horrible underwater monsters, basically. But yeah,
this is just wonderful.
So
I could stay here all day.
Gruff goes out for a swim or hires like a little kite board or whatever you want to do. A Daisy swimming. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it goes out for a paddle like her and Rowan, sort of like splash. Like when Rowan splashes everyone, it's like a tidal wave. What about Ophelia and Xanthias? Like what are those doing?
Ophelia would sort of tentatively make her way into the deep and sort of just paddle at like sort of ankle level, just in the water, just enjoying like the cold of the water, slightly cool water on her skin, just taking any opportunity she can just to feel a little cooler.
It's beautiful here for Ophelia. Like the people around you, like it's full of beautiful people, but also the water is beautiful. The sand is beautiful. Like looking out on the horizon, the Duchess's palace is like this beautiful building on an island. Like it's so picturesque here. And even if you look further down to the east, you can see that basically Wavemeet, like a huge hill of like this kind of creamy, kind of russet-colored rock, kind of extends up and creates this beautiful cliff face. So it's incredibly picturesque here.
I kind of like imagine that without Percival around lately as well, her makeup isn't as strong as it used to be, and in the heat it's kind of almost dripped and like faded slightly, and her hair is kind of a lot looser and like flowing, and she would just stand there in the water, and you can see some of like that tension in her shoulders just droop down.
Nice.
And she sort of just softens, her posture softens, and she just shuts her eyes for a minute, just enjoying the cool.
Love it. Beautiful. Daisy Xanthias, anything?
I think the moment a open space on the beach, maybe near the ocean, is available, if there is any space at all,
Yeah.
I'll like sort of curl up. I guess what would be my cloak. Now that I don't need that, and just make a pillow, and then just horizontal with the thin. What was it?
Typhoon's Kiss.
Typhoon's Kiss glass, like embedded into the sand, and just enjoy the sun.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. And I would just horizontal
Sure.
on the beach.
Yeah, sure. What about Daisy?
Lying on her back in the water, floating.
Just like
Yeah.
floating around. Yeah, just feeling that bob up and down of the waves.
And then if she ever gets too far away from, like, you know how you drift out towards the, then Rowan would probably just pull her back again.
Oh no.
By an
just
ankle.
Yeah.
I think Gruff would definitely be
gonna say, Gruff.
kiteboarding, like, you know, trying out this new thing, because normally it would just be a little.
Oh, but for
rapid
you, an
punt,
experienced
but, yeah.
sailor like you, doesn't take you long at all.
Yeah, and I think he would summon Saren as well, just to have a familiar, you know, just flying around like the kite, and just like, yeah, maybe diving into the water, and you know, not actively fishing, but just enjoying.
Yeah, there
close
probably
to
wouldn't.
home as he can
There
get.
wouldn't be a lot of fish around this
Yeah,
coastal,
yeah.
but like you can see, those of you who go out into the water, mainly Daisy and Gruff. Rafida, you're still too close to shore. But the further out you go, you can see that sort of just a little bit out of ways, and it's probably what's stopping people swimming out that far, because you can see under this, in this beautifully clear aquamarine water, is vibrant, colourful corals, and that's where all the fish are. Like mixture of tropical fish and sea fish and things like that. But it just spreads out like a carpet of this stuff, and it breaks away as it kind of gets to the edges. But there's pockets of it here and there, and it seems to just go out for miles. You can see there's so much abundant life around there as well, but most people seem to be avoiding it, like from swimming out that far. Cool. Can everyone make a perception roll for me?
Even those just eyes closed on the beach.
It's up to you if you want to just be eyes closed and be like, nah, bruh.
I think the only thing, like with the sun, it's like when you close your eyes in the sun, it's just getting hot on your eyes, and I'm just listening to everything rather than
Sure.
seeing.
I only got
That
a
works.
10.
10,
I got a 3.
3,
10.
10,
21.
21. Makes sense that Gruff's the one who notices it. As you're kind of coming back in, you've handed off the kite board to whoever you rented it from. Because you saw the postcard that Daisy gave you, and you see sat not too far from Brannock's bar, on like one of these sun lounges, with like a host of like very muscular men and women around them, sort of chatting away, maybe holding drinks, one's fanning them. You see this lithe, green-skinned tiefling, currently female, in the most like skimpiest high-waisted thong and like a bra and like a big wide hat with sunglasses on, strappy sandals, like just like blah 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 blah, like chatting away. And you see them, and they haven't seen you, but you, as you're walking back, you instantly recognize them. You know, the little gold anklet jewelry, gold rings, like all the gold jewelry on their beautiful green skin.
It's a wonder we didn't spot them immediately.
It's so busy though,
Yeah.
right? Like, and so it's as you're coming back, you're like, that's them. Like, because also you realize when you went to the bar, they probably were blocked by this. It's an enormous sun hat. Like, it's massive, right? And so they were kind of blocked by that, and their hair kind of trailing down the back, and they're just like chatting away with people who are very clearly chatting them up. And it's just blah, 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 and then they bring in drinks, they're like chatting away, like very much just in like time of their life kind of moment. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, Gruffs. Like, maybe I should just be sensible and get everyone to go over, but part
No, yeah, but do what Gruff would do.
You!
So you just point, there's like a bunch of people, they kind of look around like me, they're like pointing, like looking around like me, and then you just see the hat sort of tip back and these sunglasses come down, and you just see the biggest grin on these ruby red lips. Why, it isn't Sir Gruffeth! and just does that. And you see these guys like, what the hell? Like one dude's like, bro, like thinks that you're like, you know. She's like, go away. Griffith, darling, and like gets up and sort of daintily walks over the sand towards you, like totally friendly, just like, hello.
I imagine I'm just dripping water all over them if they get close to me.
Yeah. They totally come up. Yeah. They like come in for a hug. Like,
Oh no!
what?
Oh no! I don't want you using your womanly charms.
Oh, well, I would change, but the outfit really wouldn't go with other form, I'm afraid. I'd be a bit exposed. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I'm all about, if you don't want touch, you don't want touch. What are you doing here? I thought you were in Caldra. Oh, tell me, is everyone else here?
Of course.
Where's that darling Ophelia?
We got your postcard.
Oh, you did get it. Oh, wonderful. And you must have clearly taken my invitation.
No, I'm here for other reasons.
Oh, stop it, Graf. I know that you're here to see me.
No, I'm looking for a night, actually.
No, fine. I suppose that
Nothing to
makes
do with it. Actually, maybe there was actually one.
So at this point, I think
me get.
you all hear, like, well, you would have heard, like, you hear Gruff, like, you, and point, like, yeah, Xanthius is doing that.
I actually, like, everyone thinks I'm just relaxing in the sun, but I literally. I was fully asleep.
It's a good thing gold dragonmons don't sunburn. Otherwise, you absolutely would have
done so.
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh.
Everyone gather. The charlatan is here.
Oh, hello, darling. Oh, come here, sister. I'll give her mwah, like kissing on the cheeks, yeah.
Hello again,
Xanthius, darling.
Hello.
Come here.
Oh, of course.
Oh, look, Daisy. Like, properly squishes you in, and you're like, oh, there's just way too much in your face, and you're like, ah.
Imagine just like Gruff's ears just go back. It's like
Yeah.
Airplane ears.
Yeah. Rowan's just like awkwardly like, hello. That's like, just does not know what to do with Caliphorus at all. Who is like in full, just sort of like, glamorous kind of like femme mode.
Long time no see. Well, at least we haven't seen you.
It's been like months.
It really has. But, I mean,
what have you been up to? Adventuring? Anything exciting?
Where do we start?
a little bit of this, a little bit of Proto-Magi Vault, you know.
A vault? Oh, you simply have to tell me everything. Let's go get some drinks. We can catch up. It'll be lovely.
And, I mean, what's that face, Daisy?
What?
Okay. We can catch
Don't
up.
tell me you're not still all sore about that business with the rod, are you?
A little bit. I mean, you did steal from us.
I did send you something rather good in return.
Yes.
Did he?
Look, it was just
the potion
business.
It did come in very handy, actually.
It's
yes.
just business, darlings. It wasn't personal.
Yes, I suppose so. It is in the end.
What?
Maybe.
It was-
I don't know. It's
They stole from us.
Yeah, no,
Well,
you did steal, like...
sorry, I'm
It
finding
wasn't
I'm
your
finding them very
property. I
distracting at the
hate
moment.
to bring it back up, but it wasn't your property. I was returning it to
Well-
its rightful owner.
Who was the rightful owner?
One of the primal lords. I think I mentioned this.
Possibly it was a long time ago.
Okay, it was a long time ago, and we have all seen very different
It
things.
was a long time. Such a long time
Such
ago.
a long time
Such a long time ago.
Yes, let's catch up. Let's have drinks.
Yes, marvellous. Let's do it. Oh, first round's on me.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I haven't got any money in the
Wait, hang on.
What's the catch?
Yes, what
There's always a
do you expect
prize.
from us?
For goodness me, it's not. I'm not some planar demon who's going to hold you to
you
it.
not?
No, I'm a tiefling. I'm from here.
Okay, all right.
No. First round's on me. I'm on my vacation. I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, all right. Well, as long as we're just trading stories.
Yes, absolutely. So begins to walk you over to the bar.
Oh, just one thing.
Well, as you're kind of walking towards there,
Yeah.
and you've made quite a bit of a commotion, like Gruffith being like, yo, like things like that. You can see that like a few people are kind of like looking your way, and you make your way up to the bar. Caliphorus orders a round of drinks from Brannock. Brannock seems to know Caliphorus. He's like, okay, bro, nice. Just immediately, it's like obviously has been here for a while,
Yeah.
and they know each other, and yeah, orders a round of drinks, and you guys start swapping stories.
I mean, how free are we being with the stories?
Yeah, that's my next question.
Very little.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Zero. This is a team.
I'm going to assume that
situation
Nim is communicating, like you do telepathy
I will,
to decide what you're not saying.
Because I'm trying. Califerous doesn't
know about
they
Crestio.
know?
I don't think so.
I mean, they've probably got an inkling, sure, but I don't think we've
They might, but we've
explicitly
never-
Anyway,
Not seen him since Burnell. It's been a long time.
You still live in Ashen's Rest.
We did
Yeah.
say that.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
That's when they
Even though posting.
ambushed us as a
yeah.
messenger. Yeah.
That was very
And
pretty.
then I shouted at another postman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really scared that guy.
Yeah, you did.
It was Califerous.
Yeah.
It was.
Every post.
Everyone.
But yeah, since then, I guess we've been to Ash Hills,
Ash Hills.
which is a whole thing we probably
Yeah.
won't get too deep into.
No.
I feel like it's surface level. It's not details. Just like we went here.
We
Yeah.
went to the Ash Hills and fought a cult. That's it. That's all you need to know.
I think if anything, we probably would be more open about the Proto Magi Vault thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Except the ending.
And I think like Califerous is just like, so tell me all about this vault. I want to know everything about it. I mean, I do a lot of trade with vault delvers. You know, sometimes you find some lovely planar bits of kit in there, and I help people. You know,
It was red.
red.
Well, it was prismatic. It was kind of lots of colours. Yeah.
A lot of red though.
They
We were in the red side of it.
Red Wing.
The red
yes.
wing.
But they were experimenting on creatures and
that
fusing
doesn't
them
sound very
together. No, it was quite gruesome actually, and honestly just inhumane.
All right, but okay, get to the fun bit. What did you get? What loot?
Oh well, we
Right.
found this room with these balls that were they were no match for us.
Big shiny balls, and they'd squish you if you went in the corridor. Yeah,
Xanthias took quite a beating.
No, I don't.
Took a beating
recall,
from the
no,
ball.
No, yes, yeah, I got.
Goodness.
We find these
All the
after
balls to the
the
face, yeah.
Lux and Shar.
Like you see Clifford's like, don't show that. Just don't show it out in public. That's Luxon.
Yeah, well, what do we do with it?
Well, normally people, adventurers who maybe come across it, sell it to people like me or other planar traders. But I have a feeling that you don't want to do that. do
No.
you? Well, it needs to be worked. Luxin, the secret of Luxin smithing is kept lock and key by the Celestial Legions. Almost nobody learns anything about it. Believe me, I've tried. But, well, I maybe know two contacts. Now, one is significantly more difficult than the other because one is still in the Lucent Peaks. They're a sort of army smith, sympathetic to Celestials who don't want to be in the Legion anymore. The only problem is that they are stationed in a rather active war camp, so to get in normally requires a disguise, pretending to be a Celestial. It's not the easiest, but that's a possibility. The other, well, this could be beneficial and maybe better fitting to your moral disposition. I used to know a smith. In fact, they're a bit like you. I heard about what happened in Ashen's Rest.
Oh.
Which part?
Oh, the bit where little Daisy here flies up into the sky, all glowy and angelic. Listen, I'm not going to tell anybody, am I? But I don't know. Do you know what you are? Have you heard the term Deva before?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I know another Deva.
Oh.
Smith, in fact. Their celestial spirit was a smith who knows all about Luxon charting. I used to go to them when I needed a bit of Luxon work done. The problem is a couple of months, 2, 3, 4 months, something like that. I don't know, hard to keep track. The Ecliptic Order sort of found out about them. Now, they're not arrested per se, but let's just say they are being kept under a close watch in an Ecliptic Order monastery. Not necessarily that is their desired placement.
I see. Okay.
So if
Right.
one were to maybe help them leave, I think they would owe those people quite the favour. And it would be good business for independent traders like myself who might need their services now and then.
Right, whereabouts is this monastery?
Oh, well, we can get to that, Gruff. Don't worry about that. What else do you have? I'm sure that's not the only thing. Luxon shards. Very valuable.
Oh, we do have-
And some lovely things.
We do have some things that we thought about with your name.
You thought about me, Graf. Oh.
Oh, you really?
Only when I was cursing. I stubbed my toe and I cursed and I went, oh, Califris!
Yeah, it's become like a thing. Yeah.
We need to... stuff.
What?
We need stuff.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, yes. Yes, we are suddenly finding ourselves in desperate need for some
Stuff.
stuff.
Item.
Planar stuff?
Plain
Essences.
stuff.
But
Essence.
that's heresy.
I need to go for a walk immediately.
She just like sticks her little tongue out. It's like, hee like I'm causing trouble. But it would just say like, of course, that's exactly what I'm here for. I told you, this is what I trade in: information, goods, services. It's what I do. I'm a broker. So what do you need?
Well, I mean, we are.
And what do you have to trade? Important.
That's a better question. I mean, we currently possess planar essences of the elemental and hopefully, if the Luxon shards can work, the celestial realms.
You have elemental essence of the planar
a
realms.
sort, yes.
What kind? Come on, spill the beans, Antheus.
Well, what if you try to take it from us again?
I wouldn't steal from business partners.
You said we're business partners.
Come on now. Who else do you know in the planar trading business? Come on.
That's true.
And you're very clearly skilled adventurers. You've gotten into a vault. You saved a whole town. It's in my interest to work with you.
It's just, I know that you
That's
like
on-
your disguises. You've snuck up on us before. Remember the mailman?
Gruff has terrorized a lot of mailmen.
Well, they were all you.
No, I've only done it the once.
No, every single one of them was you, and I knew it. I was on to you.
We don't get mail now. We have to pick it up at the thing.
I told you I was leaving Ashland Rest. I haven't been back there since.
Yeah, that's
say a
what we
lot of
said,
things.
but
Well,
yeah.
either way, we are looking for various different planar essences of various different
So you
types.
have the Luxon.
We have Luxon.
And you have one from,
the elemental
okay, from the Primal Isles.
from the Primal Isles.
And you want more?
5 more.
We kind of need all of them.
Yes, one from each.
Ah, that is interesting. Some of them are easier to get than others.
We had an idea of maybe where we could look for some of them. I think maybe one from the Greylands might be easier than.
With your connections, certainly. Some others might struggle, but with your connections, with Sister Ophelia, yes, absolutely. The Feywield, it's tricky these days. The Unseelie Court do not like strangers in their lands. It used to be such an open and easy place to travel and trade with, but
They did like us because we closed the vault.
They didn't like me.
you've met some. The difficulty there, dear, is if you've met them here, then they're not in power in the Feywield anymore, and it means that they don't have access to essence.
Oh.
It can only be found on the plane from which it comes, you see. And as I said, the Unseelie Court are the ones in charge now, and they certainly don't like mortals. After you all basically gave ever since that you allowed the elves to become refugees here, the Unseelie Court do not like the Empire. But it's a surmountable challenge. Now, the others, though, are the Twin Pits. Actually quite easy, not too difficult.
Well, we do also have that demon gun that we got from.
What? You've got a demon gun?
Yeah, I think that's what they called it anyway. But
Oh,
it's,
yes, they love their infernal firearms.
It was,
That's their whole thing.
one of the soldiers, I suppose, that attacked Ashen Rest had one of these weapons, and I intended to do some research on it, but got swept up in.
Well, if it's just one of their normal firearms, I don't think that would have any essence to it. It would need to be magical or
It
be
likes
special.
to scream.
It talks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, then that most certainly is something interesting.
Does it?
I didn't like to listen to it.
Yeah, it
But-
does think.
well,
I didn't hold it much.
Well, what I know is demons and devils, they make these firearms. It's their big technological advantage. Many of the other planes don't know how to replicate it. They use the fellite and various other things that they have there. But when a demon or a devil displeases a more powerful one, sometimes they put their soul into things.
Oh, okay.
If this weapon has been speaking or has some form of sentience, well, it's likely a trapped demon or devil inside it, one that's been punished for something.
There was something about.
Yeah.
I remember there's some mention of a demon being able to get out or be released from said weapon.
Ah, yes, then that would most certainly be the case. This is likely some poor schmuck who's disobeyed their leader and has got turned into their plaything, really.
I just left that in the corner of the workshop.
It's for the best. It was really not.
Yes, that thing, oh my gosh, I could sell that for so much gold for you. Are you kidding? I know so many buyers who would jump at the chance for a demon soul firearm. Oh my goodness, by the elements.
I knew it'd be useful. We got swept up in a load of things.
Oh, don't worry, using it. No, give it to me. I'll sell it for you.
Oh, I intend
a small commission fee, but I'll sell it for you.
How small?
Right, sorry, what was that? Yeah.
A commission fee. I think 50-50 sounds fair.
50-50?
That's not small. That's half.
Absurdly high.
All right. As yours, 30-70.
30-70 also still feels quite high.
To who?
All right, 70 to you,
Thank
30
you.
to me.
Yes.
I still feel like 70 is...
How many buyers do you know for a demon soul gun?
I just know that we went through quite a lot in order to retrieve.
And that's why I'm going to get you such a good price for it.
Enough to make up for the 30% that you'll be taking.
Gruff is rolling his eyes so hard, he's actually just gone cross-eyed a little bit.
All right, well, that's... The thing
the gold
is...
dragonborn in me there was just, okay.
Now, the problem is, if it's a soul, that's not the same thing as an essence. It might be that we can distill an essence from it, but I'm not sure that will really work. But I think we can find something.
Okay.
The difficult ones are going to be the Howling Sea and the Precept Coil. Very few mortals interact with those, and even me, I've struggled to deal with them. I might have a contact in the Precept Coil. There is that Modron who owes me a favor.
A what one?
A Modron. Oh, the people that inhabit the Precept Coil. Funny little robot things.
Robot people.
Sort of, yeah. They're sort of beings of lore and logic and things like that. Very difficult to deal with, but every now and then one of them goes a little not right and they stop listening to the logic, the hive mind. But yes, I might have someone who can help on that. Yes, leave that one with me.
Okay.
The Howling Sea, though, it's like... Oh, good. How do I even describe it? Trying to get something physical of pure chaos. It's a nightmare realm where thoughts can become manifest, where your dreams and subconscious can appear before you and then break apart. Sometimes there isn't even land to stand upon. It just all changes so often.
Okay.
But maybe, I might have someone. Leave this with me. We can certainly deal with some of it soon, but some of the other ones might take some time.
And what will this cost us?
Well, the Luxin, you'll be doing me a favor. If you can break my friend out of where they're being held, that's useful to me.
Okay.
We'll call that one an even deal. As for the others, well, normally I'm quite flush in gold and jewels at the moment.
Shame.
We do maybe have something.
You show the injector.
Ooh, now this is a curious thing, may I? Oh, cast detect magic, cast identify.
Yeah.
Now, and you don't want this for yourselves?
I don't think we really have any use for it right now.
I could certainly, this is very beneficial. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll take this in exchange for sourcing the essences. Now, I can't promise delivery because I might need your help on those. But I will obviously do everything in my power to help you get the things that you need. That's my part of my deal as a broker. So we're looking at potentially Twin Pits, Feywield, Precept Coil,
Yes.
and the Howling Sea.
Potentially Greylands.
Well, I think you're better suited than that. I mean, do you want me doing that one as well, or should we just call it the 4?
Let's just call it the 4. Well, do you have an idea of how you traversed the Greylands, didn't you?
I can always ask and see where we go from there.
Okay.
I'm sure my lord will give me some advice, as he always does.
Oh, well, the Greylands have their own traders that travel the Greylands and things like that.
Yes, I met one.
You did?
I did when I died.
Oh, I would see if you can find a way to contact them. If you remember their name, they would be a perfect person to go and speak to about planar essence.
Well, yes, that's where I got veracity from, my beautiful sword.
Ah, well then, yes, I would look into ways of contacting them. There are spells that allow one to contact other planes. See if you can look into something like that. But let's go back to business. I will accept this lovely little thing in exchange for sourcing and information on planar essences, the other 4 planar essences, and, of course, my absolute assistance in procuring said essences from those places, as long as you help me.
All right, rather than payment up front, can we pay you on delivery?
Oh, this is the thing, Gruffith. I think I'm going to need to ask, because this is going to require a lot of me putting out a lot of favours and calling in a lot of things that I'm owed. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask for payment up front on this one.
Well, how do we know you're not just going to disappear off? Send us another postcard.
Business partners.
I mean, if you don't trust me, there's very little I can do.
Give me your word, then.
Absolutely. You have my absolute word and my heart that I won't... I'm not in the business of betraying people who benefit me. Think of it that way.
We are quite beneficial now to have around because we've got some good things.
We are very beneficial. That's what they say about us. Beneficial.
I will take your word because I do put a lot of stock by words and oaths. And if you break your word, well, it says more about you than it does about us.
Exactly. It would be very unwise of me to ruin such a beautiful friendship.
I don't call it friendship.
All right.
Not very beautiful either.
Business relationship.
Fine. Acceptable.
But we're friends. We're friends, aren't we, Ophelia?
We are.
Yes. Good. With that, and we can discuss for future things as well. But yeah, Caliphris is more than happy to, in exchange for the injector.
Mutagenic, yeah.
Mutagenic something, I can't remember what I call my adapter, that's it. Will basically take over the research and, like, finding out information on these planar essences and source pursuable opportunities for you to acquire him. Let's call it that. So what you will get from this is Caliphris will come back to you and be like, I found a way to get a Feywild essence.
Yes.
Let's go and do that. And it will be a adventure to go and help them with something, some sort of endeavor. Might be to the plains, might be here in Ilmeria. You don't know yet. They don't know yet. In addition, if I will, because I don't have it to hand, but I will come up with the location of that monastery for you to potentially go and find this other Deva who can work Luxon. And I will provide that to you for next episode.
Okay.
So we can lock that down as well. And then if you do want to sell the demon gun, Caliphris will be a broker and trade that for you for a lovely 30% trade.
Maybe we could trade that for, or use it in the bargaining for.
Yeah, I mean, you might even want
an
that.
essence or something.
You know, for example, the Twin Pits, like, if Caliphris can find a demon who's got one or a devil who's got one, you can be like, gun for essence?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, sure. Something like that.
No, I kept it for a reason.
Yeah. So I imagine that you guys have this chat with Caliphris. Caliphris insists on having more drinks with you all afterwards. And you kind of stay for a few hours. You notice that, like, this section of the beach closer to the docks and things like that begins to kind of not grow sparse, but more people are kind of like moving along the beach. As the sun begins to dip, they want to kind of keep as much sun as possible. As you go back on the beach, like, you know, you and Caliphris chat, Caliphris kind of telling stories. At some point, maybe like an hour or so after your conversation as you're sat there, a figure walks over, and they're dressed sort of loose clothing, but they definitely don't look like they're from the Suncrest Isles, or really from any province, they're wearing a necklace of sort of pearls engraved with runes. You can see that they have almost like fish scales up their arms, like not worn as jewelry, but like their skin has fish scales on them.
Okay.
You can see the markings of sort of like strange tattoos up the side of their neck as they come over, and they're looking directly at Caliphris this whole time. They don't really pay much attention to you guys. And Caliphris is so busy chatting and being Caliphris that they don't really notice this person coming up. And eventually this person just sort of kind of comes to stand sort of right beside where you guys are.
Oh, sorry. Can we help you?
Looks at you. Not you.
No?
You. And looks down at Caliphris. Hello, darling. Can I help you? Just sort of smirks in their direction. They will just say, find my notes. You, Caliphris, yes? Don't speak. I already know it is you. I can see the mark on you. And you see Caliphris' demeanor completely change. Immediately, the confidence and the cockiness goes away, and she sort of covers up like her shoulder. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this a conversation we should be having maybe somewhere less public?
The figure looks to you, and as they open their mouth, you can see their mouth is full of shark's teeth, not people teeth. I do not care. Prince Galleon. He sends his regards, and he holds up a hand and crushes a seashell in his hands as you watch as parts of the ocean surge forward and splash next to him as two living storms of water, two water elementals. Now you pay. As he points at Caliphris. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
God!
Beach break!
Prince Galleon.
Prince Galleon.
Galleon like the ship Galleon.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 3. 4.
Big shark man. He's got shark teeth, not people teeth.
Conveyor belt tea.
Also, it is just rows and rows of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Awesome.
goes back into the mouth.
Shark teeth fascinate me.
Hoo ha ha.
Shark bait. Hoo-ha.
Battle music. Go.
Give Sam a minute. I'm still trying to
Violins.
pull on my monster.
Go. You know it's going to be the violins.
Right, let me bring up my monsters.
Monsters?
Monsters. Right.
I was expecting this to be Sir Joran coming back.
Maybe he will.
Hopefully.
Let me
Get barnacles!
I thought it was such a journey to start with.
Yeah.
No.
Sprayed fuel all over my face.
Nice.
Sexy. Beautiful.
Daisy.
By heel.
17.
17. Xanthius.
21.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
21. Please make sure your armor is unequipped, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Because
That's
you guys
okay.
are beaching.
Mage armor, baby.
Our armor is stuck to our body.
Can
I have my shield?
Gruff. Yeah, you can have your shield out.
4.
I'm
Nice.
not wearing armor anyway.
Ophelia.
13.
And then Rowan, I will just roll a d20 and figure it out. Oh. In fact, actually, I'm just going to put Rowan at 1 so that I know he's last.
Okay.
So then I can get his thing out. Right, let me roll initiative for my monsters.
I'm guessing my cloak of resistance would be off as well.
Yes. Well, no, it's kind of attuned to you, so I will say you can keep that for now. My elementals.
A most kind DM.
Yeah. I've got mage armor.
So,
Make it.
what you guys all see,
You're waiting for me.
Xanthius, you're going to be going first here.
Yeah.
You're on a beach. There are some crowds of people who are like pointing like, it's the, oh my god, look at that, by the gods, as this water forms these two elementals next to this guy.
Yeah.
You can see that he's kind of wearing not like armor. He has like just like a loinclothy kind of wrap, and he's got like tattoos and things covering his body and things like that. But he just he pulled out like some shell from like part of his necklace and crushed it in these water animals.
That's cool.
Caliphris is terrified, it is like holding her like shoulder and is like almost genuinely seems actually quite frightened.
Sure.
I should actually roll Kay's initiative as well. Oh, perfect.
Mark.
3.
Mark.
Yeah. But you can tell that this figure, this man and his elementals, they are going to kill Caliphris. This is not like we're going to beat you up and threaten you. This is like we are assassins and we're here to kill you.
It's not like we're hearing the Galleon sends his regards and we're like, that's lovely.
Yeah, this is like a proper
That's really nice that they're checking in like that, you know?
Yeah, true friend.
You go back.
Send flowers, but you know.
More that I want to make it clear that this isn't just intimidation.
Sure, yeah.
They mean
It's murder.
Yeah, they mean to actually fuck Caliphris up, basically.
Permission to kill.
And Caliphris is probably like, please help. Like, to you guys, like...
Yeah. Okay.
And you can see that
We are
actually...
in like an open area that's like safe.
You are on the beach.
yeah.
And you have the big seawall, and there's like the bars not too far from here as well.
Okay.
But you are kind of on an open bit of beach with palm trees and, lovely decor.
It's not like there's people like in between us or like flocking around.
There are people close enough by that they could become a problem, or if you cast like a big AoE spell, it's probably going to like hit some of those people and stuff as well.
Fireball.
In fact, why don't I?
If someone's
Because I've just realised our good friends Roll and Play Press sent me the map library, and I know that has a beach map on it.
beach break map. Yeah, imagine if I cast Tidal Wave right now.
Tidal Wave. I mean, I think he'd just swim against it.
Yeah,
And just come straight for
he'd
you.
swim against it, and all the other people would be swept out to sea.
They would be out of the way though.
Not
For
in
a
the
while.
right direction, though.
It would be drowning though.
Yeah.
Apologies for this. I was kind of expecting to do this next episode, but it just felt like the right
That's
time.
okay.
We're probably going to go partially into next episode.
We certainly are going to go into the next episode.
Just one.
I'm first.
One shot, one kill.
Yeah.
One shot, one kill.
No, we don't have Percival though. Percival was our one shot.
Yeah, he was the best of us.
Always getting those nat 20s.
Always.
These are probably not in the right
Percy was-
order.
That's the
because
problem.
we
They're not in the
shoved
right
them
order.
back
Yeah,
in
they're not in the right order, and that's my fault. That's totally my mistake.
Do you want to
Percy
just
did
get us
have those
started
big
and we can get
natties.
this?
No,
No? Okay.
I want this out now,
Okay.
We're doing
so
it.
you can sit there and watch me flip through maps like a real D&D game would be.
Do you want to hand out someone for us to check?
Maybe.
Because they are double-sided.
Yeah. Which number is it?
Decided.
Not sponsored. They were.
Beach Tavern. I'm gonna save that just in case things go.
In case the fight goes inside.
We've also leveled up.
Sandy Beach. I found it.
Level up.
Some new things as well.
This is a good one.
I found this right away.
Woo! There it be.
It's a lovely map.
Yar, there
Yeah,
it
right
be.
away. Right away.
I feel like right away.
Mate, found that right away. Found it
Never
right
has a map
away.
been found so quickly.
Yeah.
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 Now, obviously, imagine this is a bit more beach. This is all beach rather than it being like rocks and stuff. But
Sure.
I'm just beach.
It's just beach.
All beach.
Do we have a mini for
Yeah, I'm gonna go
for our heathen?
Yeah.
We do. Available on my mini factory.
How did I forget that?
True.
I swear to God, Mark, if you come back and it's not our one that we have on the store,
It might be at my house waiting to be painted.
I'll be furious.
Okay.
There's a box full of them.
We've got a really
Over
big
there.
one.
Yeah, there's
There
loads
is
of
a
boxes
box
of
that's
them.
got some in.
All these
We're
custom
so
miniatures on our
professional.
High Rollers map.
Yeah.
So many customs.
painted.
That's okay.
Just bring him out as a grey boy.
Yeah.
Just anything. I want to.
In the drawer.
I want to end this fight in one
Desk
hit.
drawer.
I'm One Punch Man.
Are they in the desk drawer?
I think so.
There's a whole box of them.
Oh, they won't be on their base though. I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
Store.mini factory.
That's probably not
That's
it.
not the link.
No.
No.
The mods will have me covered. They always have me covered.
Exclamation mark,
Here's
cool
Russell.
minis.
No, it's not cool minis. I think it's just
Exclamation
minis.
mark,
Merch. Might be a merch. It might be in the merch.
the best
mega
miniatures you've
mod.
ever seen in
Best
chat.
ever.
Just Google my mini factory, high rollers,
Yeah.
Caliphris.
And then click the buy now button.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my Kaliana miniature because she's green.
Okay.
And I can't literally. They're not on their bases, so.
Yeah. They are some
They're massive.
big elementals, though.
It's just a standard size.
Shark
elemental.
boy.
Yeah, and then Shark Boy.
Yeah.
Shark bait. Ooh, ha, ha.
So yeah, we are basically like not surrounding Khalifa.
Yeah, you were all having
like in a
drinks and
big
stuff,
group
yeah.
chat.
Yeah. Moretti.
I'm happy to be right up.
Moretti.
Moretti.
Let's not start
Classic.
that again.
Moretti. So yeah, you can see them point. Apologies for that. We will literally just get through like maybe a round of combat, and then it'll be time to end the episode.
That's right.
But Xanthius, you are up first.
I like, I'll stand up slowly, sigh, remove my glasses, tuck them into my shirt, turn around and cast Hold Person on this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold person.
Fucking hell.
it's not,
It's not person, is it? He's a shark.
I'm just checking what Xanthius is
It says,
casting.
choose a humanoid within range. Is he a humanoid?
We'll find out.
Hold person.
What
Stop
type of
right
saving
there,
throw?
criminal scum, I say. Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Yes.
18.
I'll do it.
But
Okay, that's
spell would have worked if he mentally didn't resist it. So he is a humanoid.
I see. Okay.
He's got little pants.
Identified.
Yes. All right. Well, I tried to do a hold person,
Okay.
which is
He just looks and just is like,
Your little magics don't mean anything to me.
no, but you don't understand. We're on a holiday.
It was
Then
the
step
fact that you
aside.
looked really cocky about it, and then it didn't go.
I have no quarrel with you.
You're about to.
after Xanthius, it is Daisy. Unless Xanthius would like to move or do anything else.
I'll stay where I am, which is basically up in his grill, almost literally. And I will, summon some runes with a bonus action.
Rune me up, Daddy.
Rune me.
New T-shirt.
Maybe not.
Oh, stop
Rune me up, Daddy.
No, I will kill you all.
Daisy's up next.
Can we have moons out, goons out?
No, absolutely fucking not. I'm not making more memes. You have to convince me to put that T-shirt up.
Back for the Bone Lord T-shirt out now. Buy it, or we can't make more meme shirts.
You're
Funds the meme
if
economy.
we sell a lot of Back for the Bone Lord shirts, we can convince Katie to let us do more meme shirts.
No,
Moon for the Goon Lord.
It's all right. I'll make them.
You can't make that one.
you don't have access to the thing.
Ring me up, Daddy. Right,
In
Daisy.
your own store, then you
will.
can do it.
Guy rollers.
I think I'm going to.
Sounds like a British gangster.
He does.
Can I
Starring Jason Statham.
back up and try and clear some of the people off the beach? Or
Yeah.
in the area.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I kind of like use my movement and speed.
So
to
like
just
right now,
tell
because
people to-
all they've seen is the elementals appear,
Yeah.
and then Xanthius did some spell casting. They don't know if this is like a
That's the
spectacle
thing.
or a
Yeah.
performance or something like that. So people are like coming over, like, what's going on? Like blah blah blah. Like, oh, look at those elementals. He's just, and they're kind of like coming closer and closer.
Yeah, so I want to just go, no, danger! Please go away, danger! It's not a
Sure.
show, it's not a show! Danger!
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh no. Natural 20!
Yeah. So I think that like, well, I like the. In fact, actually, with it being a natural 20, so you're like, no, danger, like kind of going on there. People are like looking around, like, oh, I don't think she would be lying about that. She seems quite earnest. They're kind of chatting, and then you just maybe hear like from far back on the beach, Brannock is like, yo, Braz, clear out! Like, and then
Get off the beach!
yeah. And you can see that he's probably like looking, trying to see if there's trouble, maybe like gearing up, ready to come out and help as
He's
well.
about to
Yes, bro! Send in the bro!
About to Baywatch.
It's gonna take him a couple. It's gonna take him a couple of turns to get there, but like
I'm into
he does look like he's like,
Yo, Kay's in trouble, bro.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, that'll be your action to like start shouting at people and warning them off and stuff like that. But it means that nobody's gonna come closer and get into danger.
Get off the beach!
But you can still move in bonus action.
Good question.
And again, I will remind you that the rocks, the trees are all there, but the rocks and grass is actually just sand on this map.
Yes.
I will.
Remember you.
No, I won't. I'll forget. Sorry.
Ophelia, you will
thought
be up
that would
next.
take more of my movement, etc.
I mean, you can move away if you want. Like, you can like run over to the side.
I would probably be further back because I think I'm gonna like place myself between people and
over here.
conflict. Yes, so
You're,
that
like,
I
shouting
can
this way.
just like.
Rowan's like, that's a good idea, I'll help.
Thanks, Rowan.
Because then I don't have to look up his stats.
Wow. And then
You're
I
bardic
will
somewhere.
just. I think can I take as a bonus action like the aim? I'm trying to find it. Steady aim.
Steady aim.
Yes, steady aim.
Give
Give
no,
yourself
it's
advantage.
provided I haven't moved, so never mind. It's
never
okay. No, I think that's all I can do just now. I'm just gonna barricade myself between so that if anything
Okay.
comes between us, or if that elemental tries to move towards people, I can.
Okay. Stop them.
Yeah.
Love that. Ophelia.
Ophelia will just sigh, roll her eyes. Oh, I was having such a lovely time, and then activate her rage.
All that tension immediately
Comes
returns.
back, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all back again, baby. Yeah, she's gonna run up to the shark dude and just start
Okay.
wailing on this guy with
Okay.
veracity.
Are you okay standing like here?
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Okay.
First attack,
You do have fate as well.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Nice, and I've got Savage Attacker as my newest feat, so I'm gonna roll 2 damage.
I'm gonna stop you just there. I've just read my ability. He is gonna use. You see him kind of throw out his hand. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Or advantage
Just before the
Or
attack.
before the attack happens, actually, yes.
Alrighty. 17, 21. With
21.
advantage.
So you are impacted, like as you feel water, like this jet of water from the ocean, or maybe from one of the elementals, at his command, like hits you in the chest, tries to force you back, but through your rage, you just and you press through. So you can keep that attack roll. This would have done damage and pushed you
yeah.
back, but you succeeded. So
Cool. Alrighty, so 2d8, I'm rolling 2 and taking either one. They're both 4s, so whatever. 4, 9, 10, 11 damage on the first hit.
11 points of damage with veracity. Yes.
Yep, and then
Okay.
hit again. 15, 21 again.
21 hits.
And again.
So is that on every attack roll, Savage Attack?
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Roll
11,
twice, take the high
12.
damage.
Yeah.
13 on the second one.
13 points of damage. So you watch as Ophelia with veracity just cuts into this guy. As the blade kind of strikes past, the blood almost kind of like foams like the sea as it kind of balls out. But as that smell of blood gets in the air, you see the big shark teeth come out.
Awesome.
Same with Ophelia, though.
Yeah, right. Teeth on teeth.
Anything else, Ophelia?
I think I'm good. I'm just going to step in as Biznay for now.
Biznay.
You are also next to an elemental.
Blood points as well.
Yes.
I've got
Bloints.
blood point.
As Charlotte's not here. The two elementals are actually going to step up and they actually move into the same space as Xanthias and Ophelia.
Oh, no.
So they can step into your space, basically.
Step to me, suffocate me.
Both of you, yes, I'm afraid to say that both of you, you are not currently, because it has to use a certain ability, which they are going to use now. But it basically walks into your spells and it's going to use Whelm. It's this one. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to move up. The elementals are actually just going to try and deal with you lot, basically, and leave Caliphris to the warlock.
Right. So Gruff and Rowan also.
Gruff and Rowan also get, and then Whelm. I need you, all of you that are in the creature, to make a strength saving throw.
So not Daisy.
Oh, my best stat.
Me too.
Rowan
We've got
rolled
fate.
really well.
We've got fate.
You do have
I'm
fate.
not spending fate on that.
No.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Same. Dirty 20.
Same. Rowan also same.
Filthy.
Dirty 20.
Filthy.
Absolutely. You got a natural
Oh, I got that one. A dirty one.
Perfect.
Filthy.
So,
I'm getting frothed up.
24 points. Oh, sorry, 28 bludgeoning damage to Xanthias. If the target is large or smaller, it also becomes grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target has the restrained condition. You are also suffocating, and you take damage at the start of your turn.
Sweet.
Right.
So just everything.
Yeah.
Restrained. Okay.
But the others, you guys are kind of like half in, like you're managing to pull yourselves out before it fully. Xanthias is in the middle of this elemental, and it's just pummeling him with like crushing weight of water pressure, basically. But that is their whole turn. They've both done that. The
Okay.
warlock then is going to. Well, you guys are all sort of like currently
Grouped up.
but their target is present.
Yeah, that's me.
They will. You did strike him, Ophelia. So they are going to basically like throw out as a blast of water becomes like an icicle almost, and like impacts into you. And then he's going to point towards Caliphorus and do the same thing as well. Against you, Ophelia, it's only a 10.
Doesn't hit.
Managed to knock it away with veracity. Against Caliphorus, he has advantage because of the mark, which is going to be a hit.
Oh, she's got a bounty.
13, 17 points of damage to Caliphorus. So you watch Caliphorus like almost doesn't. You can see that he's like almost struggling to move and tries to cast a spell as a reaction, but just nothing happens. Like no, as it gets like impaled, like has to duck and sort of almost turn towards Gruff. As this creature's like, stop writhing. You know what you have done, thief. Prince Galleon does not. And you see like Griffith's like, no, that's not it. I didn't. And just sort of like muttering to herself as she does. They're going to stay perfectly where they are. Caliphorus can literally crawl 5 feet backwards, but is unable to do anything more than that. You can almost see that like they're like being pressed down by something, and like this mark is like glowing, and you can see it's a mark of 4 symbols like interlocked by a ring, and it's like glowing basically on their shoulder, and like is trying to crawl away and is trying to cast spells, but nothing is working.
Damn.
How injured do they look?
From that 17, hurt but not too badly. They're not bloodied or anything. Rowan, now being consumed by this water elemental, will sort of angle himself away from Gruff, and then sort of clap his hands behind him. He's going to cast a second level Thunder Wave on this thing. It is going to fail, so I'm going to have this do damage.
Still clapping cheeks.
It's clapping them cheeks. That's what I thought he would do. That's going to be 16 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
To the elemental that he's in.
That'll be elemental 2. So you feel like this ripple, like this, and it's almost like partially engulfed by the water, so it sounds like a depth charge, like boom, boom, as this water sprays out the back of it. Like,
Yes. Does that push? That pushes it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So it pushes 10 feet as well.
Oh, nice.
10 feet back. So Gruff and Rowan are no longer in its space. Perfect. With that, oh sorry, Gruff, you should have gone before Rowan. My apologies.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna look at Caliphorus. Stay behind me, charlatan. And I will step in front of Caliphorus.
Okay.
Activate the Armor of Oak and Thorns
Bonus
as I
action.
do.
Yep.
Get the shield up.
Okay.
Imagine maybe I was using it as part of my surfing. And I don't have another bonus action to activate the
shield's effect.
shield effect on it.
But you've got your shield up.
I'm just trying to think which spell to use. I might use. I'm trying to decide whether or not to do Fire Shield, or if I use Tidal Wave on an elemental, does it? Can I use that
Find out.
elemental as the Tidal Wave?
Well, you cannot use the elemental itself as the tidal wave. No.
Boo.
You can try and cast tidal wave on it.
Boo. No, I'm not going to cast Tidal Wave when there's people around and stuff like that. However, I will bang my staff on the ground, which sends Seren soaring up to the sky until you can't see her anymore. There's a beat, 2 beats, and then a spark of lightning comes smashing down
Cool lightning.
on the warlock, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's basically, I summon a storm cloud and a lightning bolt that comes from the cloud. Each creature within 5 foot of that point makes a dex saving
So you
throw.
can angle it so it only hits the warlock.
The guy, the shark boy.
Yep.
Can you make a dex saving throw?
Absolutely
DC 15.
That is going to be 16, unfortunately.
You still get half damage though. I rolled a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 halved.
So go to 18, go down to 9. Yeah, seems pretty bad though. Strikes down on this creature, kind of holds his hand up like, you are going to pay for that. You've taken a side, I see. Prince Galleon will remember this.
Fun.
All right, anything else, Gruff?
That's me.
All right, top of the round, we go back to Xanthios.
Yes, so I am.
You are currently in the elemental.
So I've got a series of rounds before I start to take damage from stuff.
Yes, at the start of your round, though, you take... Oh, no, it's the start of the elemental's turn, my apologies. So you, as an action, can try and break free, or a creature within 5 feet of you can try and pull you out with an athletics check. Or you can use your action to do it. Or you're restrained, but you can still cast spells and do stuff.
I can still... I need semantic, though, right?
If you cast one with a verbal component, I will half the amount of time you have left on your ox.
Okay, I plan on, this is a spell I picked up, I didn't realise that you also have this, you've probably used it before. I'm going to cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay.
Now, it does have a verbal component, but I can spend sorcery points.
What a cute boy.
Yeah, it's one of
Make
my...
it a subtle spell.
Yes, subtle spell. I can ignore...
You basically just do nothing and the spell activates.
Yep,
It's just
without verbal, somatic, or material components.
runes on your skin flare and...
And yes, so it doesn't do anything now. I mean, I guess I am coated in fire now with this fire shield. But yes, I'll choose the warm shield, which does give me resistance to cold. So I now have resistance to cold and fire. But when it makes an attack, it will do
fire damage.
2d8 fire damage to it.
Okay. It's made of water. It may be resistant to fire.
It can boil,
It can boil. Yeah.
And evaporate eventually.
and I'm in it.
Eventually. But yeah, you cast Fire Shield. Anything else?
That is my action, and I will
Ophelia.
bonus action charge some more
Runes.
charge some more runes.
Daisy.
Hello. I'm.
You've definitely, like, with that nat 20, nobody's going to come near this fight.
Okay.
Like, you are, civilians are safe.
Good.
You can definitely hear, like, shouts and screaming as people are like, God, there's a fight on the beach. And, like, you can hear, like, they're trying to get attention, but it's going to take time for them to get here.
Can I don't. Daisy doesn't know if she hits the elemental that Xanthias is inside right now, if it will hurt him.
Don't know.
So she's gonna try and target the other elemental that Rowan's damaged,
Okay.
further away one,
Okay.
and try and throw a dagger.
Okay.
That. Don't know how that'll go. We'll see.
Okay. Let's find out.
22 to hit.
22 hits. Yeah. Yeah. Funny that.
Just a little bit.
Oh, actually, no, Rowan's not beside it, isn't it? Is he a square away?
From the elemental that
Elemental,
he
it's like
pushed.
square away, yeah.
Do you want to change it to the
Can
one
I
that
change
Xanthias
it
is
to
in?
the
Or the Warlock?
Warlock, please?
Yeah.
So I get sneak attack.
Sure.
2, 3, 4.
Staying alive.
24 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
You watch as the radiant blade bloodies this shark man. Like looks in your direction, obviously in great agony and pain from that grievous wound.
A bonus action.
Yeah, you throw your bonus knife.
17.
Does hit.
Oh,
The guy's not wearing like any armor or anything like that.
Yeah.
shark hide though.
Just maybe have some natural toughness.
Does he have black eyes, like a doll's eyes?
Those eyes.
6.
6 more points of damage. He looks rough as these two radiant blades. They kind of they embed. He's just like, you defend a thief and a liar. Sort of like curls down, looks in your direction. This one will not take long. I deal with you first. And that is where we're going to end today's episode because we are at time.
Ah, damn, okay.
We will pick this up next time. Ho ho!
Califris, tell me your secrets, Califris.
Secrets! Ooh.
Damn.
But yes, we will continue this next time. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody.
Yes.
And we will see you another time. Bye-bye.
See ya. Beach holiday.